Well, hello, everyone. Thank you so much for joining me. Look who I got with me.
Hello. How was everybody today?
Good to see you all tonight. We are talking about the Jack and Lilly Sullivan case and what happened today in court with Daniel, unrelated to the Jack and Lilly case, but still kind of fringed. And it's rather interesting what we're going to be getting into tonight. So
Oh, yeah.
get ready, batten down the hatches, get your favorite drink, and get comfortable on the other side of this.
I've walked through storms in scars and grace, smile through pain with a painted face.
Sing it, mother chickens.
They called me too loud, too much, too strong. But honey, that's the reason I belong. Every scar's a scripture, every tear's a hymn. I found my worth where the light grew dim. They tried to break me, but here's a twist. I turned my pain into a clenched fist. I'm an unbreakable woman, born of fire and pearl. I shine like grace in a reckless world. You can test my faith, you can shake my plans, but I'll rise again. Just watch me I've been whispered about and written off, judged by the gloss, not the cost. But God don't build weak hearts from gold. He made me fierce and he made me bold. I bend, I pray, I roar, I rise with mascara, tears and battle cries. Don't need your crown, I forge my own. From ashes, honey, I build my throne. I'm an unbreakable soul, dressed in truth and pearls. The fire don't scare me, it lights my world. You can doubt my voice, but you'll hear my name. I'm holy and hood, and I'm done with shame. For everyone called too much, too loud, too real. You're not to anything. You're exactly what power looks like. I'm an unbreakable soul, through the fight and flame. My scars are stories, my strength, my faith. Faith in my heart, fire in my blood, forever divine. Clutch them pearls.
Let's hit it.
Coming in clutch, better tighten the pearls. Dropping cold facts, got the truth for the world. No smoke, no fluff, just the real that we trust. Hold on to your seat, cause I'm coming in clutch. Coming in clutch. Coming in clutch.
Ready? Let's go. Welcome and thank you. Well, hello, everyone. Good to see you all. Thank you all so much for joining Daphne and I. Hello. Does
Hello,
Daphne
hello.
look good? She
Thank
looks
you.
fantastic. It's like,
Thank
girl, you
you.
get a girl.
Just a little bit of sun and some vitamin A. Retinol.
Yes. Retinol is your best friend, honey.
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
Thank you. And you look fabulous too, Justin,
Thank
as
you.
always.
Thank you. I try. Girl tries, you know. Good to see you guys, everyone. Thank you all so much for joining us. Tonight, we are talking about the Jack and Lilly Sullivan case. Of course, we are up on right after a year. Can you believe it's been a year, Daph?
No, I haven't. I
It feels
haven't
like
yet.
sometimes it's been more than a year, and sometimes it feels like no way it's been a year. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Well, it's just because we found out, like, literally the same day they went missing, like, on your channel.
Yep. Yep.
And, from one of the subscribers here, and I apologize, I can't remember who it
I wish I
was,
can't remember either.
and, they let us know, and we were like, "What? 2
Mm,
at the same time?"
yeah. It was like, "What? Man,
Mhm.
2? What do you mean 2 kids go missing at the same time?" It's such a rare thing, you know what I mean?
Yeah, it's very rare, and then when they weren't found within a day or 2, we knew something
Yeah.
was not quite right.
I mean, all the locals were talking anyways. I was getting emails and text messages and all that, and they were like,
Mhm.
"Oh, I think something's a little wrong here,
Mhm.
a little weird here," and
Absolutely.
all that. So, um, guys, Daniel was in court today. We're gonna get to all of that and why it might be prolonged. Yes, it got delayed again, again.
Yeah.
But, I don't think that I think that it got delayed for a in my opinion, just my opinion's my opinion, Daphne's opinion is her opinion, they don't reflect on each other or anything, have your own opinion, do your own research, all that stuff. But my opinion is maybe because the interview.
Yeah, I agree with that. There is a couple parts in there that,
Mhm.
might just
Yeah,
put a wrench in it, I
yeah.
guess.
Little Black Bear, thank you so much for renewing your membership, my love, appreciate you, and thank you for 3 months. Really do appreciate you, my love. Good to see you. And hello, Miss Dolores. Love you too to pieces. Thank you so much for your support, my love. Good to see you all. Guys, make sure you're hitting that thumbs up button, sharing out the live stream, and consider hyping the video. Mods, make sure you please put Daphne's channel in chat every few minutes if you would be so kind. Greatly
Mhm.
appreciate that. Make sure you guys sub up to Miss Daphne. Truly, just an
Thank you.
amazing person, an amazing channel. She's an
Thank you.
amazing friend, and she really, really cares about these cases. That is for sure. That I know.
Absolutely.
Um, so today, Daniel's court got delayed till July.
Mhm.
Till
July
July.
7th, I believe.
Mhm. Yeah.
Mhm.
And, hold on, let me he's, you have any comments on that, Daph?
There might have been a few things that he said in the interview maybe that
Mhm.
they thought I know that they found more evidence is from what I'm
Mhm.
hearing, from
Let me
what
get
I heard.
to this article here. And, so, Global News came out with this, and we'll just kinda comment on it, as we read it. And again, it says assault case for stepfather of missing Nova Scotia children delayed until summer. An assault case involving the stepfather of 2 missing Nova Scotia children has been rescheduled till July. Daniel Martell is back in the provincial court in Pictou, Nova Scotia on July 7th to enter an election and plea. Crown attorney Bill Gorman said during a brief court appearance that the delay was needed to allow for additional disclosure. Now that's interesting. Now,
Mm-hmm.
the last time this happened, because he went to court the time before and they said they extended it, right? They extended it to
Yeah.
was today.
It was like a month. Yeah.
Yeah.
And they said they had new evidence last time.
Bingo. Yes.
Mhm.
So, that's it's interesting to me. They said that they had to give more evidence to Daniel's attorney and to the courts,
Mhm.
right? Go ahead.
Oh, sorry.
No,
It
you're
just
good.
popped in my head. Yeah, they had a month to look over the new evidence. So,
Mhm. Mhm.
I mean, maybe the attorney pushed it out further. Talking about his attorney, maybe his attorney pushed it out further.
It
But
could be. It could be. But this says new evidence, and that's, again, this could be
mhm.
from last time, right? Where I guess but why would they say new evidence again?
Yeah, and how are they getting new evidence like the day before?
Right. That's exactly. So this is the thing. Typically in the United States or Canada, whenever someone gets a restraining order or a protection order, they cannot speak about said victim or
Mm,
alleged victim
mhm.
beforehand, right? That's
Absolutely.
just the way it is. They cannot speak to about someone online. They cannot speak about someone in private with, you know, talking about somebody, the alleged victim, in any way, shape, or form. And again, this is just my opinion. You know, what we're talking about, we're just talking our opinions here, and we don't know for a fact
Yeah.
that that is what it was for yesterday or when Daniel did these interviews. But I do find the timing very interesting.
Oh, I do too. I do too. There's no
That
point. Yeah.
Yeah, Daniel speaks on the 2nd and the 3rd, May 2nd and May 3rd, and then he's got a court hearing on how he's going to plead, and they delay it and say we've got more evidence.
Mhm.
Um, I don't know what he thinks in thinking like speaking is going to help him. I don't get it. Which I'm glad you're speaking, Mother Chicken.
Yeah, I know. I'm glad he spoke too. But there might have been something in there that maybe that they were watching, obviously.
Yeah, yeah.
They're watching him. Oh,
Uh,
both of them, like a hawk.
right. And let's be honest. The courts haven't said who the victim is either.
Mm-mm.
That
Or
like
if there's more than one.
right. As well. So, but we'll just have to kind of see. It will all come out in the wash, as my grandma would say.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it'll all come out in the wash. Um, all right. So it says Martell, who did not attend the hearing, is charged with assault, S assault, and unlawful confinement involving an adult victim who cannot be identified. He's the stepfather of 4-year-old Jack Sullivan and 6-year-old Lily, who were reported missing on May 2025 from their Lansdowne Station, Nova Scotia, about 140 kilometers north of Halifax. The RCMP have said there is no evidence of criminal offense in the children's disappearance. Extensive searches of the area near the children's home have revealed few clues other than a few boot prints and a piece of a blanket belonging to Lily. And I guess that's it for that right there.
Just a short, yeah.
Have I shown that?
On May 2nd of 2025, 6-year-old, or anything that stands out.
Showed that one, yeah, yesterday.
That's a good interview, though.
Yeah. Maybe the other victims of Daniel's just stepped up. Well, that's another good point. And need time to go over. So, what I find very interesting, and well, it's not uncommon. Let's just say that, but Daniel said in the interview day before yesterday that the alleged victim is not pursuing
Charges.
charges.
It's the Crown.
Exactly. Which, that happens. It happens here, like in domestic assault. Many times that the person who called, they will not pursue charges, but it's the state's duty to pursue the charges. Right. But this tells me, in my opinion, that I think prosecutors really are doing something here.
What do you think about their evidence? Do you think they had enough evidence up front, like say without this new evidence coming in, to press charges, or do you think you do?
Yes. And because if you hold on, let me see if I can pull that up. Let me see here. The prosecutor spoke about this, and this was back in, let me find it here. He said that if they didn't think they had enough evidence, that they wouldn't have filed these in to begin with. And I think that's kind of what normally happens anyways, right? Prosecutors and police or RCMP or FBI, wherever, country you're in, they're not going to generally take this to the DA, and the prosecutor's not going to even attempt it generally. Unless it's like a Hail Mary and that's all they think they're ever going to get. So I think that they probably have more than enough.
Yeah, like solid evidence.
Yeah. I think
by indictment based upon the time frame of the charges.
Hold on.
Charge.
And one count of unlawful confinement against an adult female between September 2024 and March 2025.
The window of the charge, the multiple charges that are before the court are beyond 12 months. I would proceed by indictment based upon the time frame of the charges because there is no statute of limitations per se.
And again, I'm sure Canada's our legal system is kind of modeled off the same, we share a lot of the same criminal justice laws and practices. There's not generally a statute on SA or especially R AP, right? So
if you're proceeding by way of indictment.
Martell first became a familiar figure in the media when his stepchildren, 6-year-old Lily and 4-year-old Jack.
Hey, Daniel, you were wearing a tap out shirt right there. They're going to tap you out and the clink.
Sullivan went missing on May 2nd, 2025. To this day, Nova Scotia RCMP say the case remains a missing persons investigation, and Martell maintains his innocence. But now, these new allegations put Martell under a different spotlight.
Isn't that interesting how they have these where is Jack and Lilly signs at Daniel's. Thank God bless these people, right?
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah.
Pinky, Daniel said victims in charge. Well,
Mm.
yes, Pinky. That's exactly I didn't say it without saying it, but you said it.
I didn't even catch that. Like I was just
well,
thinking maybe.
like you can't even indirectly speak about someone in if there is a restraining order or an essay, or if there is a protection order, or you can't even indirectly speak to them or about them.
Mm-hmm. Well, that's
It's
if we're, yeah.
so I don't know. We'll have to see. I'm going to tell you one thing. You know, it's Daniel's decision to get up there and speak, right? It's his decision. I mean, he's a grown ass man. He could have not went up there or went up there. But I think it's going to backfire. My opinion. Little Black Bear, thank you so much, my dear. Appreciate you. Thank you for your support. Little Black Bear. Appreciate you, my dear. Brandy says he also answered a question in the follow-up interview yesterday, and Melissa even advised him that he didn't have to respond, but he chose to. Yes.
Yeah, I haven't seen that. Yeah.
But he didn't mention any of the names, though.
What was the question?
I'm going to play it here in a second. I'll play it here in a second. I can't remember what it was about, but I do remember even Melissa was like, whoa, 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 you know. But this is the thing. The people who have him on is not, they can't care more than Daniel cares.
Mm-hmm.
Right? Daniel's got to watch out for Daniel. And he's, like I said, he's a grown man. He doesn't have to get up there and talk about this. But this is the ego talking. And the ego will fuck you up every time.
Mm-hmm. I agree.
And he just thinks he's you. Like, if I have a lawsuit going on or anything like that, I'm not uttering a word, a syllable.
Nope.
You're just not
a bruff. Yeah. I don't know why would he come out now, right? The day before his court date. Or 2 days, I guess, if you want to be
good question.
Technical about it.
Good question. You know, a lot of people, I had a lot of you guys in chat were saying Daniel, of course, has been quiet for so long and he's got to speak on Jack and Lily's, you know, it's kind of their day.
Well, yeah, that's understandable, but he could have went to their vigil. I can never say that word. I always say visual. It's vigil. Mm-hmm. Vigil. Which I just want to give my opinion on that. That made me just mad and really sad at the same time.
And the only, you know, I mean, I appreciate everyone showing up there. You know, that's effort. So I appreciate, you know, even Cindy and them showing up. But why not speak up for the kids?
I agree. Like, just if you don't want to be on camera, turn the camera off. Like, I don't know.
But Dav, this is the thing.
I know.
If this is your kid or your grandkid or whatever, and you actually, like Cindy and Malaya and Daniel, you know, they're like, they think that they're alive. And even the RCMP said there's a very slim chance. But if they truly think that they're alive, why are they, if Jack and Lilly is sitting in a living room somewhere and sees a television and sees their grandma's face,
yeah,
right? Like, why would you not want to show your face?
Yeah,
baby, we're coming for you. We've not given up on you. We've not forgot about you.
Exactly. I agree. Like Brandy Vaughn.
Bingo. Brandy she's a friend of mine, and she was almost literally dead.
From being stressed, yeah, and worried.
She had a liver transplant.
Oh, yeah.
And she would send me videos in the hospital, and God, her legs and her belly was so swollen. She was taking the fluid off, and she would still fight for her baby.
Mhm.
Why? Because she had nothing to do with it, obviously. There's people being charged, people's been named, all that. That's what people do.
Mhm.
Whether you're quiet or you're loud or whatever, you get out of that real quick.
Mhm.
So I don't buy the BS with Malaya with saying, oh, she's a quiet person.
I think everybody should just put their shit to the side. Excuse my language.
Oh, I agree.
And just
I
go up to the microphone and have some respect, in my opinion. There are 2 children missing. And just, you know what I
Yes.
mean? I mean, you don't have to be on
It's just
people's
about
platforms and stuff like that.
it's about
it's
the
like-
greater good. And if everyone is like truly there about Jack and Lilly, I could
Mhm.
go, if let's say Daniel and Malaya was there, I could go there and search with them and be absolutely professional
Mhm.
and put my differences aside with how I feel
Oh, yeah.
about them or what I think,
Mhm.
they're, in my opinion, lying about and what they haven't done and all that, because it's a common goal.
Exactly.
But, and it's not about how I feel at that spot. It's not about how anybody feels there about any sort of person. It's just about the goal, about finding them or searching for them that day.
Mhm. Some people don't have the common goal. And
No, they get in their own feelings.
Mhm.
Well, this said this, so, whatever. Like, let them go for it. Perfect. Who cares? All right, let me get to this.
These new allegations put Martell under a different spotlight. There was only standing room left in Pictou County's courtroom A as Martell was arraigned on his charges. His appearance lasted no more than 3 minutes before Judge McKean dismissed him, leaving the courtroom immediately.
Do you know how many of Daniel's exes have told me it was no more than 3 minutes? I'm just saying.
After Martell declined media's request.
Did you get the joke?
Yeah, I did.
Okay.
But first I didn't. And I just thought about those messages that I seen that from his exes, and it's just absolutely disgusting.
Oh,
I'm sorry.
He's so disgusting.
Yuck.
Absolutely disgusting.
Request for comment. Despite the heightened interest in this case, the Crown wants to remind the public that in the eyes of the court, this matter is separate from that of missing children, Lilly and Jack Sullivan. And as such, the victim's identity must be protected.
And that violation of a publication ban can be the subject of police investigation and/or charges. Tread carefully.
Martell is currently in the process of retaining counsel. His next day in court will be March 30th. Ella MacDonald, Global News, Pictou, Nova Scotia.
Well, that's not what. There was something else that I was looking for that he talks more about. That's just a part of the interview. But he says if I think we didn't have enough, we would have not have even begun to pursue this.
Mhm.
Yeah. So I don't think,
Oops.
I really don't think it's separated or separate. It shows his character, etc. Yeah. I agree. I think yeah, I agree. That's all I can say about that. Okay, so I want to go over some things Daniel said yesterday. And also, I mean, like there's other reasons that in my opinion, that things happen because of the interview, right? But I'm not going to say on here. we're not going to say anything on here at all. But I'm just saying that I do think he shouldn't have spoke about it, right?
I agree. I just
So
think there's no coincidences that.
I agree.
Can you guys hear that crazy bird squawking?
Me?
Can all of you guys hear it out of my microphone?
I'm the crazy bird squawking.
This bird keeps squawking outside my window. I'm like, oh my God, I hope they don't hear it.
I'm the crazy bird squawking. If you hear an old crow, it's me. Okay?
Sorry.
No, I don't hear it.
I got a new mic and it weighs like 500 pounds.
It's a good mic.
Thank
You
you.
got a really good mic.
Thank you so much.
So we're going to give credit to our friend Shar. Is it Shar or Shar's True Crime Story podcast?
Yes.
It's always
Hold on.
up here.
Shar's
And-
True Crime Story podcast.
Yes. Mods, if you would be so kind and drop Shar's channel as well. Shar has been on this case
I got it right here.
since early on too. I don't know how early, but she didn't have a channel. Then thank you for dropping that down.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So which one? This one's 1122. We're going to go over some of these things Daniel speaks about because he clarifies his clarification of this clarification that he clarified, the clarifications of clarifications of clarifying its clarifications from a year ago. Okay. Did I clarify?
Yeah, I think you did clarify.
Thank you. So, here we go. And just tell me to pause.
Yeah, I don't see why it's a big.
Are we?
but-
Sorry, are we just listening to it, or
I will talk about my hand.
okay? Never mind. I'm stupid.
We're going to comment about it. So, here we go.
And fewer discretion is advised, I guess.
Let me.
But
1 second.
at where I work, I work inside of a sawmill. There's giant ventilation fans. I think you know where I'm going with this.
on.
Giant ventilation fans. And
Give me a second.
I didn't know if we were supposed to be looking at it. I'm like, oh my gosh, that's too small. I can't see.
No, we're not.
Whoa.
Equally mother chicken. Don't zoom that close.
Mm,
That's what I told my ex.
it looks like it was starting to pull from the wall, right? The screws and were starting to get loose.
You know, that's a good description for Daniel.
screws
It's
loose.
starting to pull away from the walls and the screws are getting loose. Oh my God. Hold on. I got to fix this because we're on the
Yeah, I don't even know how you put the
on
streamer like
mobile.
this.
We are plugged right now.
Oh.
Hold on. We are too zoomed, honey. Oh man. Give me a second, guys. And he walks with me and he talks with me and he tells me I am his own. Okay.
Whoa.
Okay. How can I do this? We'll do it like this. Oh shit. Where did my Daphne go?
I'm sitting in the chair behind you.
Let me do it like this. Hold on. Andale, andale, mama. Iya, iya. Ooh, what's happening now? I love Nelly.
Mm,
Remember Nelly?
yeah. Mm-hmm.
I was listening to him the other day, and I don't know, it came on the radio. I have satellite radio,
Mhm.
and I was singing, and my kids were like,
What's that?
I was like, "Andale, andale, mama, yeah. Oh, what's happening now?" They were like,
Your
"What are you
dork dad.
doing?"
Yeah.
Because I'm about as, dorky and about as, white as it comes. Like I'm like the white guy. Like yo, what's up, mother chicken?
Like on what is that freaking movie? Oh my gosh, Office Space, when he's driving in the car, listening to the rap music.
Yes, that's me.
And then
Yes,
I love that movie. It's
that
so
is
funny.
that is.
Oh my
me,
gosh.
100%.
I'm the stapler guy. Where's my stapler?
Oh my God, Sunny was on Shars the other day. I didn't know that. Where's Sunny been? I miss Sunny. Okay, let me. She's probably just was like, "Who says y'all crazy ass people?"
I know. Like, y'all too crazy for me.
Okay, here we go. I think I can pop this up now.
Check my email. Okay.
All right, I think I got it.
Honestly, I'm sitting here talking.
Ziploc bag.
Okay.
Police report down on
Daniel was here. Okay.
yesterday. I was, I
Mhm.
haven't spoke out in quite a few months, so it was, different for me to start doing that again, and much different than doing your classic interviews that would be on CBC or CTV or, Global. So it was really refreshing. And as you said, I reached out to you and I wanted to do that for Jack and Lilly because I knew there wasn't going to be many people that speak out. Belinda always speaks out, and I appreciate her for that. And she's always been, since the start, one of the only ones that took the time to speak out and raise awareness. And I wish other people would do that. And I really want to thank you guys for doing that in a neutral way where it's not pro Daniel or pro Malay. It's pro Lily and Jack. And I really appreciate it.
We're still messed up over there. Let me. 1 second, man.
Do you have it on slow motion or not slow motion?
Slow
but,
motion for me. Slow motion for me. Sorry. Why am I singing everything today? Sorry.
I love
Thank
that.
you, little black bear. Appreciate you, baby. Really do appreciate your support. Okay, here we go.
That.
I don't understand
Let's get to
questions.
the
Like these
clarifications.
questions for me would be difficult given the situation. Get to work. Get
Yeah,
to work.
I can answer the question too.
Now, I always say, I appreciate people like Shar and Melissa here. They it takes all kinds of people in this community. We all have what we're better at. And for me, like when it comes to something like this, I am pretty aggressive in how I interview. When I'll show him, well, you said this on May 2nd, can you clarify that? And I'm more confrontational about it. Now they're more non-judgmental,
Well,
and
yeah,
it takes that to get him to talk. It just
absolutely.
does. It
Gotta
does, because
feel
he's not going to
safe.
speak to me,
Yeah, or me.
right? He's
Yeah.
not going to speak to someone like Deception Detective. It's not going to happen, because he feels probably more threatened by, they listen and go on with the next question, and wherever whatever he answers, he answers. So we need everybody in this community. We all have our strengths and what we do. You know what I mean?
Absolutely. Everybody has their
On
different
the-
strengths. Mhm.
Exactly.
The soccer field and the scrapyard. If you go on Google Maps, you go to Sunset Lane and Valley in Bible Hill. right behind Patty's old house where she used to live. There's a scrapyard right behind it. And if you keep going up the road, there's the Red Cliff Middle School or Red Cliff Elementary School. That's where they have a big soccer field there. So Jack got out through the back fence, proceeded all the way through the scrapyard, and then made it to the other side of the soccer field right before the woods, where a school staff member.
You know, I don't know about this. This might have happened. It might not have. Hold on a second. I can't deal with these things anymore.
Can I say something?
Please.
So I heard that he said there was a police report, I think, made, right? Like I haven't heard like all of it, but I think he said a police report was made with this.
Oh, I don't know.
But
Maybe.
maybe I heard wrong. I've been so crazy busy, but there was before I remember this story prior, like this maybe 6 months or 7 months ago or something like that.
Mhm.
And it was when they were living at Patty's, right? So it was what, like 2022, I think? 2020,
About
because I
right.
think Belinda
Yep.
said they moved in October. Okay, she said, yeah, okay. Yes, there is a police report. Thank you.
Thank you, Melissa. Good to see you.
Sorry, my allergies are so bad. I sound scratchy. So okay, so October is when they moved, I think, right?
Could someone can you FOIA that, please? Can someone see if they can get that police report?
Yeah, because I was gonna like try before to see if we can get it, but I didn't think there was one.
Well, if it was called in, there'll be a police report.
And it should be actually announced on the RCMP, wouldn't it, for that year? Like, you know how they do their announcements and stuff? You would think it would be on the news and everything.
Yeah.
Yeah, for the thing. Yeah. Let me see if I can.
Yeah, I knew he mentioned it on DT. That's the first time I ever heard it was on DT, but I didn't see it on DT.
No, it was. I think it was something else. It was on. Was it on DT?
I don't remember. It wasn't shown on DT that I've ever been aware of. There is a CPS report from Bible Hill. Well, this was not the. I mean, so
Yeah.
a lot of people speak about there only being like one CPS. That's not true. There was more than one CPS call. In my opinion.
Yeah, FOIA is hard. Yeah, FOIA is hard in this state too.
Here it depends by the state. You know, like like when I need something from Tennessee, I always have to get one of my Tennesseans because you can't FOIA anything. Thank you, Melissa. I appreciate that.
Member stopped him.
Thank you very much.
And then called law enforcement. There was a police report done on that. And that's ultimately where, Malaya found Jack with the school member or school staff member.
Okay, and just really quickly, were you drinking yesterday and did you do any drugs during the interview yesterday and were you fucking hammered by the time we were done?
No, I wasn't fucking hammered.
I think Daniel actually sounded calmer yesterday and today more so, but I still and again, one thing that he said that because he used or something, people thinks like you're a bad person. I do not think anybody that is using is a bad person ever. I'll be clean 12 years in September. Trust me. Don't think so. But I do think while using, you can make very poor decisions. And especially if you have kids. And I think certain drugs can, really grab a hold of you and make kids suffer.
I agree with that. I agree with that.
No, under CPS policy, I cannot drink alcohol and obviously not do drugs. So I haven't done drugs and
See, Daniel, see, he's just flat out lying here. What he's about to say, he's flat out lying. And this is the thing, dude. Why just lie about? Well, I know what. You know what? I bet you I know why he's lying. Because of the CPS thing.
I'm so confused.
Well, listen what he was going to say.
well over and obviously not do drugs. So I haven't done drugs in well over a year now.
Oh,
And yeah, I know where people get that because they have the misconception that I'm always on drugs or I always.
Daniel, it's like, dude, I've spoken to your exes. We talk to people there. Dude, you're not called Martell for no reason. You know what I mean?
mm-hmm.
Like, we're flawed human beings. Whatever. But don't just sit there and fucking lie like that.
Do they drug test him though? The CPS?
I'm sure they do. I'm sure they do.
How long does math stay in the system?
Not very long. It depends on like how long you've, like, if you consistently use it every single day,
Mm-hmm.
it'll stay longer in your system, but it doesn't stay that long in your system.
Mm.
But regardless, I mean, it depends on how they drug test you. If anybody's watching you pee, and, you know, all kinds of things. So
Mm-hmm.
always do drugs or drugs a thing that I could never erase from my life. And I want to be completely honest. You know, I've
it depends if it's urine or hair test.
No.
I'm sorry, but if they used his hair while it was in the lab, it would probably catch on fire and start smoking itself. His
Oh
hair's
my gosh, you're so funny.
Methacola.com. I mean, come
you
on.
know, done stimulants before. And before that, years ago, I smoked weed for many years. And then
Here we go. I'm going to say
I woke up one day and I looked at my little boy.
I remember
And I
that.
said, yeah, I'm done smoking weed.
Yes. Yes. So he got off the weed and started math. That's
What the fuck?
perfect.
Yeah, I remember that part.
Yes.
I was like, what?
Yes. I woke up one day, a little boy, and shit, started smoking meth. Started smoking the drain.
Thank God.
And so now I live my life completely drug free and alcohol free.
Bullshit.
And well, I shouldn't say drug free because I still have a vape, which is nicotine, right? So I shouldn't say completely drug free. That's bad of me to say or wrong of me to say. So I just have my nicotine vape now.
He's so manipulating. I really just can't. Oh, wait. The good Lord's going to get me. Hold on. I vape. I shouldn't have said that. I'll repent. He wants you to think that he's so honest.
Yeah.
Oh, wait.
I've met those guys before.
My
When they try to
vape.
act. Yeah.
Forgive me.
Like, I've done this before, but
Yeah.
never again.
Yes.
I'm an angel.
It's like Clinton. I didn't inhale.
Yeah. Yeah. I did not have relations with that woman.
I did not have sexual relations with that woman.
And what is this?
Daniel,
So,
Goodness.
can I ask you a question?
yes.
Something that you said yesterday seemed to spark certain people. And like I said, I was busy starring comments, so I wasn't unfortunately paying a whole lot of attention. I need to go back and rewatch it. But you said that Malaya smashed her phone on the sidewalk because she thought you were cheating on her. Can you tell me, because I think I know where this was at, can you tell me?
Now, okay. I'm going to be the first to say that I think that this was a toxic relationship. Absolutely toxic. And I think
Mhm.
Malaya probably accused Daniel of cheating a lot. I agree. But Daniel is a psychopath when it comes to thinking. He's very jealous.
I can see that.
Well, I mean, I've shown texts where he like he wouldn't even allow co-workers of an individual that he was with in her phone
That's crazy.
of
But I've
guys.
seen men like that before.
Yeah.
Mhm.
And so, Daniel's talking about Malaya, throwing a phone. Well, how many holes were in your walls, Daniel? How about
Yeah.
that? So it's, again, to me, it's just like to make her seem like the aggressor. And he has
Mm.
always, again, I've got a text message here. I can pull it up if I need to. Daniel says Malaya kept getting more and more aggressive as it led up to Jack and Lilly disappearing.
Mhm.
Do you remember that one?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I remember that.
And it's just like he always says things like, "Oh, leading up," just like I think he said in the interview uh, with Shar day before yesterday. Um, he makes it seems like Malaya was talking to her mom more as Jack and Lilly was leading up to their disappearance. Like, oh, something's up here. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
Just craziness.
Is that your current residence there on Garlock Road, or however it's pronounced? Sorry. Or was that when you guys were at Patty's? Where did
Not
that
the mama,
happen?
not the mama.
That happened at Patty's. And
Mm.
Malaya always had this thing in her mind that I was going to leave her or I was going to cheat on her.
I think at the very end of their relationship, uh, I think it was probably the opposite of that.
Mhm.
I think Daniel did not want Miss Malaya to leave. Right? Am I
Mhm.
wrong?
No, I agree. I'm just trying to think, like, why would she break her phone for? Like, did she not, you know what I mean?
It wouldn't surprise me if Daniel even broke her phone
Mhm.
so she couldn't speak. Because what did Malaya say a while back? She said, Daniel took my phone.
Well, think about this. See, when I heard that the other day about the phone being broken, it brought me way back to the beginning when we heard this rumor, but I can never verify it, that Malaya used Daniel's phone to call 911. Do you remember that?
Malaya, yes.
But I can never
Well,
verify it. And then Daniel came out and said, no, she used her own phone.
there's something
So,
about this phone.
yeah.
There's something, and again, I believe, in my opinion, that
Yeah.
Daniel, the RCMP recently said that they're going back to families' phones and bank statements and stuff like that. And then Daniel brings up this phone
Being broken. Yeah.
being broken. And I find a lot of this interesting.
I agree with that. Like, there's a phone that's missing or something.
Mm-hmm.
But they could see it, though, if it was connected to Wi-Fi or pinging off the towers. Because there's not.
Yeah, they can. But here's the thing. Well, I mean, if like people who pass all the time,
Mhm.
they'll connect to your router as well.
True.
But it just depends how long it's, connected and all that as well. But
Yeah.
Shannon brings up a very good comment here. Malaya isn't going to break her phone because that's her lifeline.
Exactly.
And I think that's a good point.
I just thought of something and now I forgot it. That was important too.
Brandy says, I think he says the RCMP came to his trailer and picked it up. Yeah,
They
he said
waited a
that, or he
while.
said but he said Malaya has it. It's got most of the pictures of the kids on it.
Well, I know for the photo of Jack and Lily, it had to have been her phone. So this was after the fact, though. This was after she gave the picture to the RCMP. It had to have been, if you think about it, because her phone, they actually took a photo of Jack and Lily off of her phone. Like she couldn't send it to them. So they
That's right.
took it. So they took it off. You could see the glare. That's what, and then the phone outline.
Yes.
So it had to have been broken after the fact then.
Exactly, LD. Exactly.
You know what I mean? Like it had to have been.
Had to be.
So that had to have been what? Friday night? Because she left Saturday.
Had to have been.
And I thought Daniel said he went to bed like early Friday night because he was out searching. And Malaya stayed up.
No. Well, he might have said that, but in the documents it says Daniel didn't come in till really late. Malaya didn't go to sleep till 3 a.m. and she woke up at 6 a.m.
I remember Malaya staying up. I don't remember. Huh? Because I remember Daniel said he sat on the bed.
Yes.
And then Malaya came in and like he said he passed out. I thought it was like in a message or something.
It's in the documents.
Mm.
But again, they lie about so much.
And I've never done that to any woman, right? But Malaya always had that stuck in her mind. And she said that it always lingered from Cody. And I don't know if Cody cheated on her. I only know what,
I think he
from
did.
my firsthand experience, is what Malaya told me.
I think he did. Didn't Cody cheat?
I think so, but I can't.
I'm pretty sure he did. Thank you so much, Perfect Blue. Thank you, California Loves Clutch. Appreciate the oh, thank you so much. Thank you so much, my friend. Appreciate you very, very much. Good to see you, and thank you for your support. We love you, darling. Thank you. Justin, it was said Malaya was sleeping when Daniel came in, I'm sure.
We're both like, we're like, which night?
I think we're talking about, let me see here.
Friday, I swear, like she stayed up because like at midnight, she called the RCMP for them to go to Cody's house or Belinda's house to check on Cody. And they got there at 2 a.m. And then Saturday she was gone. So I don't know what night it would have been.
Let me find it. I'll find it here. Just a second.
Okay.
But I think that's where that thought resonated from with Malaya, was from Cody. And I personally don't know Cody. I've never met him.
You're jealous.
So I only know what Malaya tells me. And so she thought I was cheating on her. She got very hysterical and mad. And she said she was going to smash her phone. And she walked all the way out to the sidewalk and smashed her phone on the sidewalk. I pleaded with her and told her not to do it. You're going to regret smashing your phone. Don't smash your phone. She smashed her phone on the sidewalk. Thing broke into like 1,000 pieces, the screen. She put it in a Ziploc bag after that. And she had it at the house here when we moved here. And then she asked for it back. So investigators came and
When we
I
moved
gave her
here,
phone back. Everything Malaya has ever asked for from the house, I've given.
I
Okay.
don't understand that because Thursday night, it couldn't have been Thursday night. It couldn't have been Friday, like during the day, because
it.
they took a photo off of her phone and there was no cracked screen.
Here is the document. Malia Brooks Murray said she was up late Friday night and she put Meadow to bed but stayed up. DM came in and just went to sleep. She
There you
thought
go.
he was tired from searching all day. She said she only got a couple hours of sleep. It was after 3 a.m. and the last time she checked her phone, and she was up again at 6 a.m.
There you go.
So he didn't come in till late either, right?
I don't remember the time he came in. I just remember he went to bed after sitting on the bed or something. And that was Friday night. Thursday night, Malaya went to bed at like 10, around the same time the kids went to bed.
11.
Or 11. The kids went to bed at 10.
Mm-hmm.
Daniel came in and he was supposed to clean the house, but he never did. She doesn't know what he did. And she said he was sleeping between 6:15 a.m. to 9:40 a.m.
Yeah. And it's interesting. I don't know if he says it in this interview right here, but Daniel lies, and you can tell he's lying by the way he speaks and the way he answers the question.
Patties.
I think Melissa or one of them asked, or maybe it's Char, Daniel, did you go to sleep that night? He's like, yeah, I went to bed. I laid in bed or something.
Oh, yeah.
Something like that. And it's like, no, mother chicken, you did not go to bed that night. You did not go to bed Friday night, Thursday night into Friday morning. You did not.
No, you're just laying there. So the phone at Patty's, Justin, at Patty's, that's why we're so confused. See, he is saying she smashed the phone when they lived with Patty. That's why, that's why when he goes, when we moved, that's how I was like, moved?
Well, this is him clarifying the previous day because he came on yesterday.
But why would he talk about breaking a phone at Patty's for?
Because I said, because he said Malaya broke it on the sidewalk. And I said, there's not a sidewalk.
There's not a sidewalk, yeah.
There. And then they asked him, and he's like, where did you break this phone at? And he's like, or where did Malaya break the phone at? It was Patty's.
Yeah, there you go. All right.
I'm like,
But why do we need to bring that up now, though?
Exactly. What point is it? If she broke this at Patty's a week prior, 2 weeks prior, a month prior, half a year prior, why does it matter?
Yeah, that's why I got confused.
Right. If it was relevant 24 hours, maybe before Jack and Lilly disappeared, or less, maybe. But if this happened at Patty's, okay, why are you talking about it now? See, again, he just extends his lies, because when you call that out, it's, oh no, that happened at Patty's.
Yeah, why? I don't understand that. Like, why even bring that up for? That was 2 years ago, obviously.
Well, I mean, they go to Patty's. They go to Patty's.
But he says when we moved. That's when he said when we moved or something.
Oh, is that what he said? Is that what he said?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure he said that. That's why I was like, what? Yeah.
Sidewalk and smashed her. So I only know what Malaya tells me. And so she thought I was cheating on her. She got very hysterical and mad. And she said she was going to smash her phone. And she walked all the way out to the sidewalk and smashed her phone on the sidewalk. I pleaded with her and told her not to do it. You're going to regret smashing your phone. Don't smash your phone. She smashed her phone on the sidewalk. Thing broke into like 1,000 pieces, the screen. She put it in a Ziploc bag after that. And she had it at the house here when we moved here. And then she asked for it back. So investigators came and I gave her
Okay, yeah. He says it right there. She put it in the Ziploc bagged when we moved here.
Yeah.
So again, why would Daniel speak about this day before yesterday about Malaya breaking her phone 2 years prior? Again, it's just more lies that he says, and
Yeah,
then
when
he
we moved here.
clarifies that. It's exactly, Joyce, when we moved here.
And then the investigators asked for the phone, but it's been broken.
If it's been broken for 2 years,
Why the fuck do they need it?
I mean,
Yeah.
they still probably want to see it. There's a
Well, yeah.
phone there, but still, it doesn't seem like I don't believe it. I think that
Weird.
I'm going to tell you something. I think there was probably an extra phone there, or two, and they were probably using it. In my opinion, perhaps the night kids went missing, and it was smashed.
Mm-hmm.
They put it in a drawer.
But they can still tell what phones ping to and for how long usually on the
They can.
towers and Wi-Fi.
Mhm. I don't know. We'll have to see.
Phone back. Everything Malaya has ever asked for from the house, I've given to her. Except for one thing. She wanted Meadows' first Christmas ornament. And I said, no, I'm not giving that up. I gave up a lot of Meadows stuff for her. I gave up.
What did Janie say about Malaya's stuff? She said something a while back. She's like,
That
Malaya didn't have anything here or something like that. I can't remember what it was.
Yes, she said that there was nothing there of hers.
That's what it was. Yeah. Yeah.
The ultrasound pictures are very first ultrasound pictures of Meadow, so I don't have them. And I've given up everything that Malaya wanted from the house.
You should give those to
except
her,
for that
and
order.
Yeah. Why does he
And I'm
need
keeping
those?
You didn't carry the kids, you dumbass.
That's how I took it when I heard you say she smashed her phone, is that it was at Patty's. That's what I thought. But some people were online saying, well, there's no sidewalks where they live. Well, you didn't say it happened there at the residence. So I just wanted to clear that up because, I'm not pro you. I'm not pro Malaya. I only want.
Yes, root strength. Apparently, M told Belinda she didn't have a lot of pics because of Jack and Lilly because Daniel smashed her phone. That's right. Remember that? So he is telling his version of that story.
See, I
Remember
don't
that?
remember that. I don't
Yes.
remember that. I remember Janie
remember
saying
that.
she didn't have any, and I remember Malaya saying she couldn't send a photo. That was on the dispatch transcripts because she didn't have Wi-Fi and they had to go somewhere so they could get a photo of Jack and Lilly.
Root strength is absolutely right.
Where's I didn't see it. Where?
On the screen right here. Apparently, you remember that, Justin? Yes. Malaya did tell Belinda that Daniel smashed the phone, and she didn't have a lot of pictures of Jack and Lilly. That's a very good memory, root strength.
Yeah, very good because I didn't remember that. Good job.
I didn't remember it either until you just said it.
Mm-hmm.
Very
Yeah.
good. So again, he is showing who he is. Malaya, I told Malaya not to do that. She's going to regret it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Yeah. And that makes more sense. That's right. It makes more sense. Yeah.
So that had to have been an old phone.
It doesn't have to be an old phone. It doesn't have to be an old phone. This could have happened the day of.
We said when we moved here. That's why I took it as
that's
it
what
was.
he says, though.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's what he said. I mean, but you don't think she's had pictures of the kids in 2 years?
Yeah, I know. That's
So,
crazy.
to me, if you haven't taken pictures of your kids in 2 years,
There's something
so
wrong.
to me, that tells me, in my opinion, it's more recent.
Mm-hmm. I agree.
Just me, though.
Mm-hmm.
want Jack and Lilly home. And so I'm not sucking up to you or throwing you softball questions. And I know Shar isn't either. And there were a lot of starred comments that we didn't get to. But I just wanted to get that cleared up so people aren't, well, he's lying. No.
Melissa's right. That's
Yeah.
very possible. He could have smashed it right in town. He could have smashed it that day in the Dollarama parking lot, or the, you just don't, Walmart parking lot,
I agree with that. I honestly believe there was a fight that day
Oh, I
on
do too.
Thursday. Actually, it started probably Wednesday night when the black eye happened with Lily.
Yep.
That's why Janie was upset when they got home late.
I think there was a lot going on.
Mm-hmm.
Whether or not you were lying or not is irrelevant,
That
because
only Malaya and Daniel and
it's your
Janie
side
knows
of the
them.
story.
Yeah. I want to bring up a thing too about yesterday when I said, the RCMP only wants credible tips.
She said he took
Don't
her phone and
send
keys.
anything I
Yeah.
say online.
You remember that?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Well, that's what Daniel. Okay, this is what it seems like to me. And we don't know who the victim is, but to me, it seemed like, again, abusers isolate. That's what they do. And when she was out there by herself, I don't want to make Malaya seem like a wilting violet, because I think she's just as disgusting, in my opinion. But I think he locked people in. He took their phones. He held people down. So he took their keys. He did everything he could so she couldn't leave.
Oh, I agree with that.
Right?
Oh, absolutely, 100%.
Kept going back.
Yeah. Probably even threw away her clothes.
Mm-hmm.
Usually those type of men do that.
They like
Absolutely.
to
Absolutely.
relocate and isolate.
Absolutely.
Bingo, Mohawk. Perfect saying.
Oh, that's a perfect saying. Yeah.
Relocate and isolate.
And then not even that, like his whole family lives out there.
You guys are making some really good comments today. Absolutely.
Yeah. Whole family lives out there. So it's like,
yeah, I mean, it's,
if you try to run,
I mean, even if you've not been in like an abusive relationship, if you've moved away from your family and you're with your partner, your husband, your wife, whatever, your boyfriend, girlfriend's family all the time, it's you miss your family, and it's daunting, because you don't got, your side. So I can only imagine in the toxicity that they souped up.
And and it makes me wonder too. That's why she spent so much time Wednesday maybe over there, and he was upset about that. Because that literally, why would they even bring that in? Like, Janie says, "Why are you getting home so late?" And Daniel says, "Well, I would have been home a lot earlier. It was 10:30, but it's like an hour drive."
I think Daniel was okay with it because of money, but I think what Daniel was pissed about is the car.
Oh yeah, because she just got the car registered.
And he
yeah.
Can you imagine living beside of Janie? Taka, get out here. Mommy loves you.
Oh,
little
hell
sweetie, petite.
I know. I can't imagine. Absolutely not. I couldn't imagine living with any of them out there.
No.
To tell you the truth. Or even being a neighbor out there.
Yeah.
Not trying to be mean, but
James, Daniel, I'm going to call you father. I'm going to call Earl. Okay. Call you uncle if they're going to whoop your ass. Okay.
Into RCMP.
No, they just, shit, I don't even know how they all have any transportation. He's wrecked every vehicle out there.
Yeah, that's crazy in itself. Like, how do you write so many
Because
vehicles?
I already
Exactly.
send it myself. Every time I go on a live, everything I talk about, I send it to investigators. I
can't with him. I really can't with him. every time I go on a live, I send it to investigators. And I think Melissa brings up this point. They have, you don't need to tell them, Daniel. They know, boo boo.
Well, I think he's
Go ahead.
saying that because he wants to know what they know. Because if you remember,
1000%.
him and Janie both, they are basically saying they're not telling us anything.
They're freaked the hell out. They all are. I
Mm-hmm.
think, including Malaya. I think
agree.
Malaya is a little less freaked out, but I think Daniel and they are. You don't need to tell them. I already tell them. I already get ahead of it, y'all.
Mm-hmm. I know everything. Yep.
Yes. Question. Daniel answered Char, not knowing Janie seen kids prior to going searching.
What was it?
Daniel answered Char, not knowing Janie seen the kids. Well, that's the question, Sharon, that I posed the other day, and nobody had thought about it. When Janie said she was laying on the couch, she heard Jack and Lilly. She dozes back off. A little bit later, she hears Daniel screaming for the kids. She thinks the kids might have been in chicken coop or something and telling them to get out. And then she, doesn't pay any attention. She says a little bit later, she wakes up, she gets up, she says Malaya's outside with Meadow on her hip, and she says, she goes outside and says, Malaya, what's up? Malaya says, the kids are missing. The next thing Janie says is, how long? Well, what do you mean, how long? I just heard them. Like I just heard them outside 10 minutes ago.
None of it makes sense because if she was on the phone with 911 at this time, think about it. Daniel said that he went and got in the car as Malaya was still on the phone with 911. She was on the phone with them for like 10 minutes.
Mm-hmm.
So you're telling me Janie came out, confronted Malaya while Malaya's sitting there talking to the RCMP on the phone and then holding the baby too in the other hand, right?
Yeah.
So you're telling me Janie came out and said, what's going on? And Malaya's like talking to the RCMP saying the kids are gone. Why wouldn't she say, I just heard them like a few minutes ago? So Malaya could relay this to the RCMP. So I don't understand any of that.
Yeah, because it didn't happen. Sharon said, Daniel said, I did not know that about Janie seeing the kids, because that's the only thing he can say.
Yeah.
He'll throw his mother and Malaya under the bus. He will. Janie won't do that to her son, but Daniel will. He'll throw her
did she
under
ask that? She did ask that? I didn't know she asked that question.
He did ask her. I don't know if it was Melissa or Char.
About
Yes.
About her confronting her when she was on the phone with 911?
Mhm.
How the hell do I miss everything?
Well, I don't know if it was on the phone with 911. It was, why didn't she ask about, like, how long they'd been missing or something? Like, they had just went missing.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, like why? That just doesn't make sense. And why, if she's on the phone with 911, wouldn't Malaya be like, I'm on the phone with the police? You know what I mean? The kids are missing. Wouldn't she say, just heard them?
It's just impossible for Janie's story too, because there was just not enough time for them to
run that.
go inside, get her clothes on, hobble out back behind the house, see Daniel, and then search that entire area, and then be back at her house, get inside the house, get her phone, and stand right back by Malaya by the time she got her call from her brother.
At 10:19. And then Daniel adds on to his track that morning. Now he says he went down Lansdowne Station Road, passing Brad's house up to McLeod Road and back down when he was on DTs. Like, there's 6 different stories to it now.
Yeah.
Before he was on DTs, he said he came back around. Nothing about passing Brad's and going to McLeod and then coming back that way, because he told DT when he came back down the 289, he parked on the side of the marsh facing north towards Lansdowne Lake, and the RCMP were already there. So did he make a U-turn and face his, you know what I mean? Like, it just doesn't make sense.
Of course, Hell on Heels. Love your
Oh, you love that, yeah.
love it, by the way. Wouldn't they ask Janie if she saw the kids before calling 911?
You would think.
You would automatically go
Yeah.
over there.
Yeah,
And
it's so fabricated.
well, and then Daniel's the story now is, well, I thought she was with my uncle. I don't give a damn. I don't give a damn. You would go open the door, your mom's door, to see if the kids were in there.
Mm-hmm.
And if it was locked, you would call your mother and say, I need to check inside because the kids could be in there. Something could have happened.
Mm-hmm.
None of it makes sense because none of it's true.
Yeah. Even if they didn't think, they say, well, usually Janie says, usually I go to the store with my brother. Well, wouldn't you call your mom or just knock just to make sure? Like, kids are missing.
Well, I mean,
hello.
Daniel and Malaya would have known if his uncle Ron showed up with the car anyways. I mean, come on.
Yeah.
They're going to know if somebody's on that property.
Mm-hmm. I find it weird, too, that there's a missed call from Malaya to her mom around the same time Janie's brother calls.
Oh, I do, too. I think it's there's a lot of things going on. I've always said this around 6 in the morning, around 8 in the morning.
And midnight, night, yeah.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of things going on. It was a busy night. Busy early hours of the morning.
I sent the link for this live this morning to investigators. Everything I say, I give to them. I don't hide anything.
You do.
I'm completely honest.
You're not.
So there's no point in ever sending anything I say online because I send it to them. So they know everything I say.
They have a whole social media dummy.
And I don't think a lot of people will believe me on that, but I do.
Well, I personally know they're keeping an eye on you because I have spoken with RCMP, and RCMP told me themselves that they have somebody dedicated to watching social media.
Melissa's absolutely right there. They certainly do have a whole social media group. And listen to what he's about to say about these groups. I about laughed my ass off with him, just how willing he's far he'll lie.
How he infiltrates them or something?
Yes. I was just like, I couldn't roll my eyes backing up.
Yeah.
They actually have a whole team. They have a whole social media team that's dedicated to scouring everything online. I have told them many times, try to get into all these private groups. So all these groups that people have on Facebook, and they're like, oh, like these are, we talk about Lily and Jack in this group. I have investigators trying to infiltrate all those groups.
He has?
I try to do everything I can for the case. And that comes to...
Yeah, that's what he says. All of these groups. Well, exactly. What does these social media groups have to do with two kids walking away or his family doing, or Malaya's family, he claims, doing something to him?
Well, and that just reminds me, because of that stupid AI shit that was posted in my freaking Facebook while I was asleep overnight. So I shut it down. Well, you can't delete it. You have to put it on pause or something. It's stupid. But I'm like, I'm not dealing with this anymore. It makes me wonder if he had someone do that.
Yeah. Remember, I've got the text message of him saying, I have someone on the inside. Delete this message now. Super Daniel. Yeah, he's in charge of the investigation.
Why does he care what people are saying in Facebook anyways?
It's like he thinks someone might be in one of those groups, and, RCMP's there to infiltrate
why?
These people, like someone took them or knows. Well, the people who took them or knows, in my opinion, is right there on that property.
Yeah. Like, wouldn't you be on TV every day, like, asking for them to bring them home? The only person that even said bring them home was Janie, said to drop them off where you picked them up. She's the only person that said anything.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yep. That's all it is. MBM told similar stories, and docs couldn't remember things also and called police to accuse Cody. Oh, I think they were absolutely, I think they both coordinated that, you know, go have them look over here so they're not looking at us. And remember, she did that Friday night,
Yeah.
wasn't it? Friday night?
Yeah. Well,
Saturday
I think her
morning.
mom told her to. Well, that's what it says anyways, her mom told her
Well,
to.
Saturday morning, Major Crimes is there.
Yeah, 2 AM.
Mhm.
2 AM or something, that's crazy.
Being in these chats,
No, I'm
being
talking
in
about
those
Major
group.
Crimes is at Daniel and Malaya's. Major Crimes comes the next day on Jack and Lily's
Oh,
case.
I see
Yeah.
what you're saying, yeah.
And scouring the information, everything they can get. I tell them the group names and see if they can get officers to go in on the inside and talk to them, and try to get any information they can. I've been doing that since the start. I don't openly talk about that because now people are going to say, oh, there's probably somebody in our Facebook group that's, RCMP or working for the RCMP. And there probably is, because I tell them to get into every group. I tell them to watch all these lives.
Daniel, you don't have to tell them, boo-boo. You don't have to tell them. They do the investigation.
Yeah, I
You
don't
don't have to
understand that.
guide them. They did missing children's cases long before they knew you. Okay? You're not that special.
And every time I talk in a live, I send it to them as well. I send the link to them.
He's just
So I'm
they're
doing
trying
everything
to
I
find
can.
out. He's just trying to find out what they know. That's why
it.
he's doing that. Buddy,
That's it. He wants to he just wants any contact he can get with them that make it feel like he's being helpful.
Exactly.
It's therapeutic for him because the anxiety that he has with them not speaking and them basically seeming like they don't need Daniel anymore, that they've know what they're able to get out of him, and they're working the case, and
Mhm.
he knows, in my opinion, it's just a matter of time.
Mhm. I agree.
Guys, please hit that thumbs up button. Yes.
Okay, so there's just a few questions, and I think that they were asked yesterday. And what is this? Seems like Shar is closed-minded. Please Daniel. Oh, okay. Thanks for your comment.
That's right.
It's useful.
That's right. Just like he said he didn't have any fake accounts, and we know he does. Absolutely. Absolutely. What was that? 2 bio parents not out pleading or even showing their faces for their kids. Shocking, in my opinion. And that's the thing, right? Malaya is not. She's handing out water now at the kids' searches, and Daniel has just did nothing but lie for over a year. And of course, Cody, he doesn't do anything. And it's truly been nothing but, in my opinion, Belinda and the public.
Mhm. It's really sad.
And that's why Jack and Lilly cannot be failed. And I believe the RCMP will get justice for them.
I hope so.
Appreciate that.
It's coming.
Daniel, why are you and Darren not talking any longer?
Okay, listen to this.
Well, I've seen a lot of stuff online with the way Darren talks and the way he talks about me. I mean, you can go back to Susan's live where he said that I would buy drugs and not feed the children.
And I believe that. I do.
Well, and Darren, he came up with the kids being given because that's what Daniel suggested in the beginning.
Yeah.
Remember, we found that message like from day 2.
This is the thing about Darren. You guys know I'm not a fan of him, and I think he has lied off his ass for attention and all that. But I don't think Darren would ever hurt children. I just don't think he would hurt children, in my opinion. I don't think he would let kids go hungry for rugs or anything like that. That's just my opinion. Could be wrong. I don't know, but I think I do think Darren knows some things, probably. And again, they were all in cahoots together for a long time. And I find it hilarious that Daniel is terrified of Durwood. He's scared because Durwood's a big guy. I call him, he's got those Nova Scotia lumberjack arms. I mean, he's like, Darren's a strong guy. Like, he's a strong old guy.
They had a falling out because the shushing thing.
Well, yeah. Yes. Thank you.
There's messages showing that.
I've got him.
Yeah.
I can probably pull him up. And I've got Daniel saying that the kids, someone, probably came in the house and the dogs barked. He says the dogs might have barked for a second, but they the dogs and the kids. And
how are they going to shush the dog? The dog's inside.
Exactly. Tucka, it's going to bark. I can tell you. Tucka's going to bark. He also knows, Darren knows more, in my opinion. Absolutely.
But I stopped talking to Darren even before that, because one time Darren came to the house and he confronted Mom
about the shushing.
And let me just show you this. Daniel says he was asleep and he didn't know Darren was out there. Can I just say, you are the biggest bitch God ever stretched a piece of skin over, Daniel, for going inside and pretending you're asleep while a man is out there arguing with your mother. Like, you are the biggest bitch for that. You will never, ever get me to think that you was asleep while your mom, talking in a regular voice, is loud, let alone when her and Durwood,
I couldn't imagine. Yeah.
Is out there, 2 Nova Scotians, having a wild cat fight out there. I don't think so.
I'd pay money to be there, though.
Oh,
see that.
Front row seats.
I think all of us would be out there watching.
Front row seats. But listen to what he says here. I was just like, and it just shows you that he will throw his mother under the bus. He will let his mother take the brunt to protect little Daniel. And again, I pick, if you will, at Janie and stuff, and her accent and stuff like that. But I think it's horrible that Daniel and Justin don't take better care of their mother. I think that's horrible. Darren was yelling at that. When has Darren or Janie ever been quiet?
Sea scallop shaka.
The scallop shaka. The last time I had a pap smear, the doctor needed rubber gloves and an oyster shaka. Okay. And this is an actual picture of Janie judging me while I was checking out with nothing but lubes and Reese cups. I didn't appreciate it, Janie. I did not appreciate it. You're very judgmental. I didn't like it a bit.
And I was in bed sleeping, so mom told me about it afterwards.
Yeah, okay.
But
You heard that.
Darren came to the house and he said to mom, "You're making me out to be a liar. You said that you heard someone shh the kids outside." And mom said, "I never said that. Darren, you made that up." And Darren got really mad at that.
I sent Darren that text.
I don't believe Darren made that up.
No, and I sent Darren that text showing where Daniel said, "Mom heard someone shush the kids."
Mm-hmm.
To prove that, and even Belinda said that Janie told her, right, you guys?
Say that again?
Even Belinda said that Janie told her she heard someone shush the
Yes.
kids. Yeah.
Yes. I was looking for it. I believe they're alive and Malaya knows who drove. Well, I mean, Daniel says here, I've got this text message. I believe they're alive and Malaya knows who drove them off the property. She will go as long as she can, but will crack after her mental health is put to the test with exams. I'm saying too much. She was going to break that day. That's why she made the mistake with Meadow. Okay, hold on. I think I heard it. Okay, here it is. I found it. Here we go. This shows you that you are an entitled liar, Daniel, right here. Okay. This is Daniel Martell right up here. They are loud kids. That's how I know someone they knew from Malaya's side of the family took them. The dog did bark, but very briefly, I'm guessing, whoever took them may have said to shh, don't be loud. The dog did bark, but very briefly. I'm okay. So there you go. Right there. Right there.
The date on there too. It has the date somewhere on there.
I don't have the date.
The one I have, I think, says the date.
That's 11:11 a.m. So I just want to go back here and listen to what old Lion Daniel just said, because he's lying on Durwood. And listen, I'm always going to say what the truth is on this, because he don't lie on Durwood, and you're saying Durwood said this. And this is probably why Durwood was pissed off. That's probably why he was out there, because he said, "You're making me out to be a liar." He didn't say shh, the kids. It was Daniel and Janie. No wonder he was pissed off.
Because one time Darren came to the house and he confronted mom. And I was in bed sleeping, so mom told me about it afterwards. But Darren came to the house and he said to mom, "You're making me out to be a liar. You said that you heard someone shh the kids outside." And mom said, "I never said that. Darren, you made that up."
Darren, you made that up.
Well, you wrote it on a message. I mean, you can't deny the message.
Not only did they've read it, they've said it multiple times, not just this time. Not just one time. It's been multiple times. Daniel agreed with Durwood in live chat when Darren was in Sunny's panel. DM posted 100% in chat.
There you go.
Yeah. It's so bad. And again, he's just up here, again, just lying like it's just the next breath. And realize that they were still out there. Speculation, allegedly. Yeah. What else did you say? I think she said it in a video too. Maybe. I can't remember.
And Darren got really mad at that. And I know Darren went online and he said that 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 I was inside the house and I was scared of Darren or was hiding away from Darren when he was.
I think you were. I think you were hiding like the bitch you are, Daniel.
Confronting Mom. That's not the case. I was sleeping. I didn't even know until Mom told me afterwards. And Mom said if he ever comes back on the property, call the cops.
And Mom says if he ever comes back on the property, call my mommy and then call the cops. Daniel, you're not going to have that in prison, baby. Okay?
Yeah, Mommy won't be in there with you.
It's not, what you gonna do when Bubba comes for you? Bad boy, bad boy. What you gonna do?
Thought he was a light sleeper. Yeah, exactly. I'm not a
Yeah.
heavy sleeper. Yeah, I remember that.
Yeah. But it is he's a total heavy sleeper when it benefits him though.
Exactly.
So that's really where everything with Darren really took a turn. But I always was a little suspicious of Darren. I'm not going to dive into that on anything on that. But the way Darren comes across, he jumps around a lot with the accusations he makes and the stories that he produces. And like one minute he's saying the kids are on the reserve. The next minute he's saying, oh, the kids went down to the United States. And like with Darren, we're like, where is it? Like, where did you get this information? Do you want to tell us where you got the information? Is it from a private investigator? Is it from people you talk to? You don't ever give any sources.
Probably you, Daniel.
Yeah, well, yeah, I was gonna say, Daniel, where do you get your information from?
Mm-hmm.
Giving all of these notebooks full of stuff that you say you give RCMP, and you don't even know how to spell source, Daniel, let alone give a source.
Mm.
And that's the problem I have. Whenever I learn anything, I take it straight to investigators. I give them the source. You shouldn't just be going online and saying all this, rubbish or garbage. You should be citing your sources, where it came from. You don't have to give the
the irony. You shouldn't be coming on here saying all this rubbish. We're just showed that you lied like a rug, Daniel.
Yeah.
Bad.
exact name, but you can say I talked to this guy at this certain time, or this guy's a local, and I already gave the information to RCMP. But yeah, Darren, it's a really up in the air thing, and I haven't talked to Darren in a long time. He's accused me of owing people, drug debts, and I sold the kids for drugs and all this other nonsense, right? I don't owe anyone money for drugs. I never did. So that's kind of like the backstory on Darren.
Thank you.
So,
I want to keep it moving. So
yeah, of course.
what
Yeah, I
about
talk
the
a lot.
drones? Can you? It's okay.
He does.
A lot of people are wondering about the drones, because that's something that you told me months ago, that you had drones, but it's not
Okay,
something
listen
that I
to
really
this.
shared. And they're wondering, like,
Um,
what do you mean the drones are?
Did you hear what he said about the drones the other
Yeah.
day?
Yes.
The red, white, and blue drones,
Mhm.
and how they are there every night.
Mhm.
Now, what he says up here, again, I get secondhand embarrassment for Daniel with some of
Mhm.
the things that he says, because I'm like, do you actually think like most people with a brain will believe you? Light bars with the drones, the red, white, and blue, and all that. And this is just paranoia. And honestly, like, think about this, Daff.
Mhm.
He or Janie is just as bad with the paranoia. in a lot of aspects.
Mm-hmm.
They are bad with the paranoia. I cannot even begin to tell you how bad of paranoia they are.
Mm-hmm.
And to me, it just shows, like, why are you so paranoid?
I agree. Yeah.
Flying around to protect you. Like, how does
He said that there was the RCMP, kept drones up to protect Daniel, like he's a national treasure.
that equate to protecting you or protection for you, as opposed to monitoring your comings and goings?
Well, you can't put a precise time on my monitorings of coming and going. I do have that lined up with major crimes. They know when I go to my visits with my daughter. They know, like, when I have my court dates and everything like that. I tell them all that ahead of time because I don't really go out in the public eye.
What do you mean, Pictou? Embarrassed? Why? There's a lot of good people in Nova Scotia. I don't know what you mean. If I say, were you talking about me? When I say secondhand embarrassment, I mean I'm embarrassed for Daniel, if that's what you're referring to. And yes, the truth's going to come out on Daniel and Malaya. Oh, I think they are equally. I think they are equally in this together, for different reasons. I mean, I think they're in lockstep on that night.
Was advised not to,
Okay.
just due because when I have my court dates and everything like that, I tell them all that ahead of time because I don't really go out in the public eye.
Oh, okay.
I was advised
Gotcha.
not to, just due to the death threats that I have. And the surveillance of the drones, see, there's two different types of drones. There's your normal recreational drone, which is, they just have their standard light on it. It would be white, sometimes orange, sometimes a little bit green. And those are your normal recreational drones, high quality ones. But then when you get into the RCMP drones, they sit in various locations and you can tell they're well coordinated because the drone pilots have special courses to do so, right? So
What?
I don't understand that. It's aliens.
Drone pilots are special coordinated. Now, listen to where he says they sit, because I'm just like,
Where are they sitting? Yeah.
just wait, because I'm like, you are such a dumbass.
So they sit above the road. The one will sit above usually the end of the driveway, and they have them sit up at Lansdowne Station Road, and they have one that sits over to the far right, and then one sits over to the far left, and then one straight in behind the house. So they're all coordinated, north, east, south, and west.
Yeah,
UFOs?
They have 4 or 5 drones waiting to flock on any mother flocker
What?
who is around there. They are making sure Daniel and Janie and Tucka stay safe. Okay.
Do you think that they're doing that? The RCMP?
Fucking chance.
What? Like every day? That's crazy.
But this is the thing. Daniel's like, there's one here, one here, one here, one here. Daniel, one drone goes up and it can see miles.
Yeah.
Freaking miles, you dumbass.
You don't need,
You don't need it. 27 drones and one on lands down here and then there. You can see miles.
Miles.
And
crystal clear.
Yes. And when the technology, it can see a field mouse moving if it wants to.
Mm-hmm.
And it really is a guilty conscience, and it's paranoia at best.
Mm-hmm.
And it's Janie, she speaks about these drones too all the time.
Yeah. Well, we have a picture of her from 10th drone. Yeah.
So, has there been drones up there? Yeah, of course there has.
But 5, like
Do I
stealth
believe
mode?
do I believe the RCMP has drones in the area occasionally or whenever they need? Yeah, I do. Absolutely. But I don't think that there's 5, in the air at all times, blinking red, white, and blue on their little trailer and camper.
Yeah. What the
No.
friggin' heck? That's crazy.
It's so bad, Deborah. It's truly secondhand embarrassment that he can say this and actually think people believe him.
Yeah, that's crazy. Because one on Lansdowne Station, which is literally right there. He said, what? One to the right?
Yeah, one behind the house.
And one behind the house and one in front of the house by the driveway. That's crazy.
He said another one somewhere else too. And he's like, the drone pilots have, I don't know, a license. Do you know how much it would cost?
Yeah. The
for,
tax.
as he calls pilots, drone operators.
And where are these people sitting too?
They're sitting from their, I guess, sitting in the RCMP office or whatever.
What?
Daniel, they have technology where they'll know you're doing something without having 5 drones in the air.
Yeah, they probably bugged his phone and everything already.
Oh, he's already said that.
Did he say that?
Oh, yeah. Yes, he said that the other day. Well, that's what I said. That's what I said, Stickler. I said, he says there's drones every single night. Flocks of them. I just said, Daniel, you're flocking crazy. You're flocking crazy.
UFOs. Sorry.
Usually the end of the driveway. And they have them sit up at the pilots have special locations, and you can tell they're well coordinated because the drone pilots have special courses to do so, right? So they sit above the road. The one will sit above usually the end of the driveway, and they have them sit up at Lansdowne Station Road, and they have one that sits over to the far right, and then one sits over to the far left, and then one straight in behind the house. So they're all coordinated, north, east, south, and west. They're all done in a certain way so they can capture every angle. And you can tell they're RCMP because they blink red, white, and blue. There's not people out there impersonating law enforcement, right? Because that's a crime. So you can tell that they're RCMP, and they have to maintain vigilance because anybody who drives by, they have to try to capture a license plate if they slow down or come into the driveway or anything like that.
If they slow down, Daniel, drones fly. They could.
Yeah, and they don't need
to just be in that little area passing your house to get the license plate number.
Yeah, they can just take a snap.
Fly a little bit more on the road.
Exactly. And why are they hovered around his house?
Yes. Go put a wrench in the door.
Yeah, exactly. That's just weird.
Alien to DM to me.
Yeah, I don't think they're gonna.
Sorry.
No, I don't see them doing that. I see them maybe putting hidden cameras and stuff up, but.
Oh, I think that they've got technology constantly watching. But I don't think there's a flock of 5, 6 drones with pilots, as he says, there, and there's flocks every night.
Wow.
It's so embarrassing.
Kind of covers the drone stuff.
Yeah. Have you ever asked them about it though? I know.
Yes, I do.
Privately, but
yeah,
what he says.
I do ask them about it, and it's a gray area, right? So it's limited information I can say. they say, no, Daniel, we don't have drones on you. But did you ever see them during the day? And I say no, which is kind of a trick question for them, right?
What? Did you ever see them during the day?
No, I don't see. But that's it's kind of a trick question.
What?
Tricky dick.
Yeah, that's how you can tell someone's paranoid. Yeah, they got him on edge.
Poor Charmaine. She's like, that's weird.
Yeah.
Oh, she says that's a little weird. That's a little strange or something.
That's a weird shit.
I'm just like, okay, gotcha, Daniel. I'm just
trying to picture that. Have you seen him during the day? What? Yeah, you want me to get a map?
So we can't see you don't see them during the day, only at night?
What's that?
Oh, no. So, Daphne, can you get a map together and pull together to track the drones? I love that. Yeah.
We got drone tracker coming down from the north, the jet stream here.
Yeah.
Could it be the same drone that?
Oh my God.
There is no drone 24/7.
I said, yeah. Oh, okay.
Listen to
But
So
hold on.
yes. And so we can't see you don't see them during the day, only at night? I said, yeah. Oh, okay. But
And this is coming his girlfriend, his ex-girlfriend, he said they would go in the woods and he would be high as hell. And he would like start saying he heard things and he would say, shh, listen, do you hear that? Do you hear that?
Oh my gosh, that's psychosis.
And she would be like, Daniel, I don't hear anything. He'd be like, no, listen. And she's like, Daniel, there's nothing. And it's the rugs. It's the rugs.
Yeah, that's scary.
It is. Again, it's the rugs. It's the rugs calling.
Oh, it's
And again, as crazy and as we kind of poke a little fun at it. Think about Jack and Lilly. What like when someone's hallucinating on stuff, what they can truly think something is going on. Someone's out to get them, or even the kids out to get them. That something's plotting against them or whatever.
Probably so scared. Yeah.
It would be very scary. Very scary. I remember when one of my neighbors, when I was growing up, she was having a mental break. She wasn't taking her medicine, and she like came out in the parking lot and she was like, I was out playing and she's like, Justin, look up in the sky and all of that. And that scared the shit out of me as a kid. And I was like 12 years old then.
Yeah, because you don't know what's going on with them.
You're just like, it just scares the shit out of you. And then think about, I showed some of you guys this case. A guy was on the math. They had 3 kids. 2 of them was around the same age as Jack and Lilly. One was an infant. And he would always want it, which is very common with the math. They want people to be quiet because they get paranoid. They think someone's out there to get them. The police are coming. The police are listening. The government's, all this kind of stuff. And he ended up getting so paranoid, he unalived 2 of his kids.
Yeah, because they see him as a threat.
Yeah, well, or they'll think that they're being so loud that they have to quiet them quickly. Right? Which is, I think, what this guy did. He's like, be quiet, and they don't even realize like the incredible strength that they have. Number 1, being an adult, but number 2, with this methamphetamines and stuff in your system.
Well, and that, like, they mix it with shit too.
I truly think math is the worst of the worst. It's the one, if you'll notice, where there's more violent breaks, right? It's the one rug that you see the aggression.
Yeah. It
Right.
seems
I
like
mean,
a lot of these missing children's cases have that drug
a lot of
involved.
a lot of these rugs and stuff, like, they'll destroy families and, call financial breakups and hurt the family systems and all that. But the like, if they're on the H or whatever, like, they might neglect, and all of this, or, hurt the family and stuff. But, like, I'm talking about the actual violence
The violence with it.
of,
There you go, paranoia, schizophrenia.
yeah, it's really bad. There's a man in my village, we call him the hymn husher. He stops you in the streets and does what you have just can you hear that in the street? Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. That's crazy.
Oh, joyous.
It happens. Oh, thank you, Miss Joyous. That's incredibly generous. Thank you so much, honestly, because I can't even imagine the fear and uncertainty the two kids went through with all three adults on the property. Justice for Jack and Lily. Thank you so much, Miss Joyous. I appreciate you very, very much. It's very generous of you.
Yeah, I can't imagine either. The fear that they went through.
Like, I was raised by my grandmother, so it was just pretty much my grandmother and I growing up. My dad died at 11. He lived next to us and stuff. But I remember, like, I can't imagine people fighting all the time in my household either. Because, like, one time I was at my uncle's and they were, like, moving. They had, like, switched houses because of the location or something like that, and they got in a fight, and they got in a physical fight. And cousin, we were just there crying. And another time I was at my dad's ex-girlfriend's, but she had remarried. Her and her, like, they got in a DV altercation as a kid, and, like, he knocked her teeth out and all that. And we were just terrified.
And you'll remember that forever.
Oh my God. I remember the fear as a kid on those times. And I just went through 2 times like that. Like, for, I mean, Jack and Lily, I think this was a daily fucking thing. And, like, I just can't even imagine. And let me just say this. I don't think it was always like this for Jack and Lily. I think there was a time, the trailer looked a lot cleaner in some of the pictures, and it looked like there was a little bit better. I don't think it was great, but I think they probably got a meal. They didn't have to go, a 4 and a 6-year-old shouldn't have to go feed themselves.
No, I agree.
Right.
I agree.
Discourage through the cabinets when the refrigerator's locked. But just all of the shit that they went through. It's just it's just so crazy. Like, most of our kids are very sheltered, very protected. They just wouldn't even understand how a lot of these kids live.
Absolutely.
You know what I mean? They just would not even understand it.
Yeah. And that's what I mean about how do they not remember, like, what happened that morning? It's a tragic event. Like, I remember tragic things that happened to me when I was a kid.
Yeah.
Like a little kid, and I remember stuff that happened, like, as a young adult. Like,
They're traumatic for a reason,
yeah. I
right?
mean, in one instance, I remember where, like, my dad's just not a very nice person, and I couldn't get a math problem right, so he hit me in my face,
Mhm.
and I remember exactly where my desk was in my room. I
Yep.
remember exactly where he was sitting at the time. I remember, like, everything. It's crazy. I remember
Yeah.
my parents getting into a fight over it.
Yeah. 'Cause
It
you're
it's
just it it
it
scars you.
shocks you. It does.
Yeah.
It
It
scars
scars
you.
you.
So how do you not remember, like, what happened throughout the
Mhm.
day? Like, I don't get that.
So, like you don't get out of life scarred. We all are scarred with something in
We
life.
all
You
are.
can't live life, but your parents and your family should not be the one to do it.
Exactly.
You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
Especially
There's
not intentionally,
exactly. They're supposed to be your safe haven.
right? I
Mhm.
mean, there could have been something that happened and it
Yeah.
scarred you and you tell your mom or your dad and they're like, "Oh, I didn't realize. I'm so
Yeah.
sorry." But then
Mhm.
there's things like you and I lived through and everybody else in this chat
Mm.
room that just shouldn't have happened
It shouldn't have happened. No.
at all.
No.
Um, so it's,
Yeah. It is horrific.
things
But
and
I'm
Daniel says
here.
it was just an ordinary day, and I
Mhm.
always say it's an ordinary day until 8 o'clock for Daniel
Mhm.
because he can remember exact specific times
Yeah, on certain things, but
until
then
8 o'clock. He can remember
exactly.
till 12 o'clock, and
Mhm.
12 to 12:30, he looked in their room and saw the kids and all that,
Mhm.
but then it's,
Can't
again,
remember.
just an ordinary day,
Yeah.
and I'm like, "Well, you know, 3:50 when you say you pulled in before putting up the fence when y'all was coming back from town, that was ordinary too, Daniel, you remember that?"
Mhm. But then everything after, you
Yeah,
forget.
yeah.
Mhm.
How do you not remember last night? I don't give a fuck if it was ordinary or not.
Yeah.
Let's say it was ordinary. How do you not remember,
Mhm.
right? Like, you went to bed, woke up,
You go back,
and
yeah.
you jump up, and the kids are missing, and you don't remember
You
right
don't
before
remember
you went to
that?
bed?
Yeah. And
Come on
then
now.
there's 6 different friggin' stories of what you did that
Mhm.
morning when you were looking for them.
And
Like, there's
like I
one story.
yeah, and like I say, what the cadaver dogs RCMP says that Daniel says with his own lips.
Mhm.
"Daniel, we think you did something to the kids Thursday night." That's what they say. That's what Daniel
Mhm.
says he said with their own lips.
Mhm.
That's all you need to know, folks. That's it.
Absolutely.
Thank you again, Miss Joyous. I live in Canada and Ontario. It's $300 a child.
Wow, that's crazy.
I don't know what you
Mhm.
mean. Daphne
For
was making, or not Daphne, shit, sorry. Malaya was making more than, I think she was making, I've got it, I can't remember, but she was making quite a bit per month.
yeah.
She got more because she was,
So you get it every month there. That's crazy to
mhm,
me.
yeah. Um, but she was making, I think, I wanna say it was like 1,100, it was something, it was quite a bit.
Damn, 2,000?
They had, I had it, I think it was, with both kids, and she was making like
See,
2,200, 2,300 a month. They had an electric bill.
I feel like that is not a coincidence either that that stopped.
Oh, it's not. It's not. We know
Mm-mm.
why,
Mhm.
Daniel's, allegedly added, and
His tax things, yeah.
yeah. And I think she went back there. Daniel had the last day to fix it. He didn't fix it. I think that started a big fight too. I think that's why she came back after Easter. And I think she went there to, get her things as well. And she would have her car. And another thing, Daniel worked on Fridays, right? I think Daniel thought that Malia was going to leave Friday. What? Because she had her car.
I honestly believe there was a phone call Thursday with her mom that he overheard. I don't know. I've always stuck to that same thing. I feel like he walked in when he was supposed to be helping with the fence because he said it took him a while to find his tools. Your tools are on the front porch, dude. Why did it take you a while? So I think he went inside probably to look for his drill and overheard her making plans with mom.
Well, I mean, just think she had just gotten her car, all of that.
Yeah.
They had been fighting. She lost out on her income, all that. And Daniel, it's Thursday evening. I think there was a fight that night. And Daniel thought that she was going to leave the next day.
Absolutely.
And he wasn't going to go to work. And something happened.
I agree. I absolutely agree.
Imagine being that controlling.
Oh, you get a late slip.
Who gets a late slip? Who was it? Who's late?
Sassy. I seen her try to sneak in here.
Oh,
I passed her.
To the nay.
Yeah, there you go. I saw her.
And by the way, Daff, you get extra bonus points for noticing that.
Thank you
so very, very much. You get an A plus. And the teacher's pet, and we have got to give a late slip. Where is the ticket?
Thanks,
Where
guys.
is the ticket here?
Yep.
I don't know.
Find that late.
Sassy KT to the office, please. You're being paged. Sassy KT to the office, please. You're being paged. Pull over. I need your license, your registration, and your excuse why you are late to the Pearl family. Love you, Miss Sassy. Shannon, I used to have a migraine. Oh, I'm sorry.
Oh, that sucks.
My daughter has 5 children. She gets $3,500 a month.
Oh my gosh. Somebody said they do it in the US now, but I don't know. My kids are grown, so. But I never got anything like that.
The US doesn't give you near as much money, but we don't get taxed as much as Canadians do either.
Oh, New York taxes the shit out of you.
Yeah, they do. New York taxes the shit out of you.
Yeah.
In Nova Scotia.
Not as bad as California, though. Thank God.
Yeah.
New York City is really bad. I don't even know how people can live there.
Yeah, you can give like 60% of your income.
Oh my God. You guys seen like these little apartments people are renting in New York City? Like they're doing videos. Like you could barely even turn around in there for like $3,000 a month.
You can reach on both ends. Yeah.
Yeah, that's crazy.
My husband lived in New York City, and this was 2005, something like that.
Yeah.
And he had a room, and it was $1,300 then.
Oh my gosh. See, I could never live there anyways. Screw that. The rats are the size of like a medium-sized dog.
Like a chihuahua. Yeah.
Yeah. Like,
and they smoke cigarettes on the subway. You don't want to fuck with them. A New York City rat.
Yeah, hell no. They got like hats on and jackets.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, it's bad. I haven't been there in a long time. I don't really have a reason for it.
I love New York City.
Do you?
One of my favorite places in the world.
Well, if you come up here, I'll go with you, but otherwise I'm not going.
Let's go. Last time I was in New York City, I'm not a drinker. I have not had a sip of alcohol in probably 5 years.
Yeah, same. I don't.
A sip. But the hotel, they had cocktail hour, and it was all you could drink free.
Damn.
And it was like wine and stuff.
Yeah.
But I went there and I got blitzed. And I would just laugh. I was with some of my friends. We'd just walk the streets of New York, and because nobody knows you.
Yeah.
We would just laugh our asses off walking and just carrying on and acting like total hoodlums. I loved it. It was fun.
I mean, it's a fun place. There's so much to do. And they got some great plays there.
Daphne and I are going to go to New York City, and it's going to be Justin and Daphne take New York.
Takes New York, yeah.
I introduced her to the rats.
Oh, hell no.
Getting a cigarette.
Yeah. Oh, those things are bad. They had, I think, rat terriers out there at one time catching them.
Yeah,
Like
yeah. I saw that video. Yeah,
it's fucking crazy.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah, Canada taxed. Oh my God. And again, there's some places in the United States that are as well, but
yeah,
Canada, the UK, I don't know how Australia is, but it's, you know.
I want to go to Australia.
I do too. It's such a long ride though.
Oh
my God. You're like 20 hours on a damn plane. It's crazy.
It is crazy. I heard it's beautiful though.
Let me finish this little part up.
Yeah.
It's bizarre. So the next question, just to clarify, asked yesterday, you said that you were banned from that reservation and would be arrested.
Right here.
He can't answer that? Oh,
yeah.
I can answer that.
Okay.
Daniel, go ahead, please. Because you commented on this earlier. I want you.
Could you rewind just a tiny bit? I'm so sorry.
Absolutely.
For them, right? And so we can't see you don't see them during the day, only at night? I said, yeah. Oh, okay. But
so it's bizarre. So the next question, just to clarify, asked yesterday, you said that you were banned from that reservation and would be arrested. He can't answer that? Oh,
I can answer that.
Okay.
You sure that's not gonna violate your court proceedings? If you don't care, I'd prefer to answer that for you.
I'll just do it. It's on my undertaking paper. We won't say more than that.
Oh, this, yeah.
Say it, Daph.
Yeah, I think he probably should have took Melissa's advice here. I remember this. That's all I'm going to say. I think he should have probably took her advice. Just FYI.
Yeah. Like we were talking about earlier, Daniel had court today. They told Daniel that, or they told the public that there was new evidence that they had. You did, Melissa. You warned him.
Yeah, she warned him.
Nobody can say that you didn't.
Yeah.
Absolutely nobody can say you didn't. And again, if this comes back to bite him, again, like I said earlier, this is his fault. He did not have to go up there and interview with them. He did not have to specifically answer this question.
Yeah.
And that's that. And that's just period. And again, Daniel thinks he's so clever and he's such a good friend of the court system and the RCMP. And they bring him snacks and he rides in the car like a big boy, even though his legs don't touch this, the seat of the floor.
His legs don't touch the seat of the floor.
And, there's just other things that, in my opinion, yeah.
Yeah, this is.
So, again, Melissa tried to answer that and he said, no, I'll do that. And then what did he say about the papers? How did he say that?
Yeah.
Hold on.
Proceedings.
Answer that.
Arrested today. You said that.
Oh shit! What did I
You
do?
were banned from that reservation and
can't
would be
answer that.
arrested.
Yeah,
You
see.
can't answer that? Oh,
I can
right.
answer that.
Okay.
You
Mm.
sure that's not gonna violate your court
Ah,
proceedings? If you don't care, I'd prefer to answer that for you.
I'll just do it. It's on my
No
undertaking
impulse
paper.
control.
We won't say more than that.
He says it's on.
Undertaking paper.
Yep, you got it, Daff. Yeah,
Yeah, see.
you
Yeah.
got it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah. I'll take. Yeah.
Mhm.
There we go. Yep.
Yeah.
It's on his under. This is the thing. He went up there. You can't
Mhm.
indirectly talk about it. And he's so fucking dumb and he's so fucking dense that he just acknowledged that he was not supposed to speak about it, that it was on his undertake papers.
Yeah. What else does he say after this?
I don't know.
I think he
But then
continues to
I'll just leave it at that. You can't even directly or indirectly
say go or nothing. Yeah. Yeah. Well, I
he's
mean,
so dumb. And that's the thing. He cannot. You can't help Daniel. You can't help him.
do you think
can't
this
help
is what it
someone
is?
who thinks they know everything.
Do you think this is why they
I think this is part
wrote
of
it?
it.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I think there's other things in the interview, in my opinion, that I think anytime he mentioned maybe a certain person's name, that's a violation.
Mm-hmm.
You cannot mention it, and this is the thing. It doesn't have to be about just the case.
Shouldn't even have said anything like about that. Yeah.
He is so dumb. You can't, like, if Daniel thinks, and this is the thing, this has been told to him. Whenever you get,
Yeah, why would what he's been told, so why did he do it? Yeah, I agree with that. He should have shut
go
his
into
mouth.
arrogance.
Yeah.
That's why.
And you know what his attorneys told him?
The attorneys, the things that he's had to sign is court. Again.
Yeah.
But I think this was a big part of it. This little part right here. But I do believe there's other things in here that is going to get him. And when I heard him, like, if he would have just spoke about Jack or Lily or things like that, if he would have not mentioned this and he would have not mentioned specific names and left Malaya out of it in any way, shape, or form, you might have gotten by with it. Nope. Dumb.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I know, Robin.
We're
It's like passive aggressive. Yeah.
It's not from stalking any individuals. It's not from doing anything that's, wrong. It's
Again, right there, dumb. It's not from stalking. It's not from doing anything wrong. Dude, if this case is if it's with Malaya not doing anything wrong, you have papers to not say anything.
Yeah.
it says on my undertaking paper, it's a provision that's
There he goes again.
put in place.
He just said it's a provision.
Then he shouldn't have said
There's
anything.
3 more, and then that's it. Sorry, guys. I know chat is probably going crazy. I'm not even looking at you. So, this one because this is the, habitual commenter on the replay. And so, but Daniel, you said you agreed with Darren 100% in a live chat on another
Sure
channel.
did.
Can you clarify that when Darren first spoke about the case 10 months ago? Like, some people don't understand what the evolution of information can do to a brain. So please explain.
That's a great way to put it, Charmaine, with the evolution. At the beginning, I thought Darren was a very honest guy. And, we had the best intentions for me and for my mother. And as time went on, I began more to disagree with what he's saying. I don't think the kids are on a reservation. And I will say that right now, so everyone can hear it. But Darren still has these ideas that he may not openly express anymore. But Darren has a lot of ideas that give mixed signals to the public. And I think he steered the...
Go ahead.
Oh, no, I was just adjusting my chair. I didn't say anything.
Because I was getting ready to comment. He's... Again, I just cannot imagine how he doesn't... I mean, it's hard for people to see their own flaws, generally. But with the amount of stories this has gave,
Yeah.
and he sends mixed signals to the public. You are a mixed signal. He is a mixed signal.
Public in the wrong direction. Because I don't know where he gets his information from, but it seems to be all over the place. 1 month it's this, the next month it's this, the next month it's this. There's no consistency with, what he talks about. And it could be correct. It could be the evolution of Darren.
Evolution of Darren.
I don't really agree with Darren at this point. There's 0%.
You don't agree because he called you out.
Yeah.
That's
I
why.
mean, Daniel has devolved, not evolved.
Yeah.
Daniel has. No consistency sounds familiar. Yeah. Yep.
An accusation or something that kind of broke the communication, or was it just over time just kind of slipped away and just stopped responding?
Actually, I'll openly talk about this.
Hold on, what?
Actually, I'll openly talk about this.
Stopped the communication, or was it just over time just kind of slipped away and just stopped responding?
Actually, I'll openly talk about this. When I was at Jordan's one time, Darren said to me, "Daniel, I don't want you here anymore." And Jordan said, "Daniel's my friend, Dad."
So Darren told Daniel that he didn't want him on his property anymore.
Wonder why.
Exactly. And I guess that probably caused some conflict between him and his son, naturally. So yeah.
Throat, yeah. You can hear it on a few different ones, Robin.
And if he wants to be here, he's allowed to be here.
No, if it's Darren's property, Darren has the right to say, and that's just that. That's just that.
And I knew from that point, I was like, yeah, Darren, he's not a huge fan of me no longer. So
I don't think he ever was.
That may have been like one of the key tipping points. And then what really secured it is the thing with my mother, where he came here and, he confronted Mom.
Darren.
And Mom's always been honest. And for Darren to do that, I think that was a huge mistake on his part.
Okay, thank you. And you've said often and in mainstream media interviews that there's more to the situation than what meets the eye. Are you able to elaborate on that just to kind of clear up
Oh
a little
God.
bit of the mud in that statement?
I said that on one of my CBC interviews. I think that was earlier on.
No.
There's a lot more to me.
He said this
I
countless
remember that.
times. I can pull up 5
Mhm.
at least screenshots where he says it's more than meets the eye.
Mhm.
Whether it is about Malaya, Jack and Lily, Jack's jacket, Lily's, what she was wearing, what they were both wearing. He can't say what they were wearing. There's just more than meets the eye, but he can't talk
Yeah.
about it.
It's more than just 2 children going missing.
Yes.
Yeah, I remember that.
Yep.
But I don't know everything, right? I'm very limited on what, major crimes can actually tell me. So that was like a more of a personal perspective, which it probably is true, right? There's a lot more than meets the eye. They can't tell me, they can't tell the public. And so that's basically what that means, I think.
No, it's not.
Or not
Okay,
what I
thank you.
think. I mean, that's my own personal experience.
It's just amazing to me that he just about everything he says, he contradicts himself. Almost everything.
Perspective, and that's the way law enforcement works. They can't just tell you everything. And I'll tell you this too. I'm so limited on sometimes on what they tell me. I asked for the CCTV footage from Dollarama to see exactly what the kids were wearing that day so I could get the whole outfits of both of them to see if they were still at the house here, to see if they're
Isn't this
Would it
interesting?
okay,
Go ahead.
so, can I just stop real quick? I'm
Please.
sorry. So I haven't listened to everything fully. I caught bits and pieces of these interviews, right? But I remember him going, Lily came in twice, and then later on, somehow I heard where he said Lily came in several times that morning.
Mhm.
So if she came in even twice, you should know exactly what she's wearing. Also, if Malaya didn't change the children Thursday
Exactly.
night because the clothes were still in plastic bags, how do you not remember what they were wearing all day Thursday?
And why does he say he can't say what the
I don't
kids are wearing in this text message I got of him?
Yeah.
And there's more than meets the eye. And
Yeah, about the clothing, yeah.
yeah, and then Jack wasn't someone stole Jack, which he mentions, I think it's in the day before this. Jack wasn't wearing
What we
someone
think he
had
had on or something?
the jacket on him.
Yeah.
Then he says it's another jacket, and then he says it was found, it wasn't found, and then now he says it's a different jacket.
Yeah.
He's exhausting. He's fucking exhausting.
Yeah, it makes you feel like you're crazy. Yeah. When you try
I
to
don't feel like I'm crazy. I feel like he's fucking crazy.
like, it makes me feel like I'm crazy when I'm trying to, like, remember the other stuff he said and then now listen to the new stuff he's saying.
Yeah.
clothes were switched that morning. And
how would the clothes be switched that morning? Who's gonna fucking switch their clothes?
Exactly, and if they were all in
They're all in
freaking
a bag.
Exactly.
Who's switching their clothes, Daniel?
They slept in the same clothes they had on all day Thursday. Actually, if you think about it, they did laundry on Wednesday.
Yeah.
That laundry still till Friday morning was never put up. So does that mean the children had the same clothes on
Yes.
Wednesday,
It does.
Thursday, and disappeared with the same clothes on that they had on for the last 2 days?
I bet you the last time they were changed was Monday when they went to school.
Ugh.
I bet you anything. You piece of garbages.
Yeah, no, yeah.
Piece of garbage.
Ugh. Head spinner, exactly. Yeah,
and again,
yeah.
it's just like how anybody can believe this guy. You have, like, any other case, I can see, be like, yeah, I can see how you can see that, or, I don't know. Not this case. I don't see it at all.
No, I don't
Like,
either.
you're dumb if you believe this guy.
Because it's always different stories. Like it's different stories.
Yeah.
Like even the one where he goes to look for them that morning is different. Now
Well,
he's added on a new route.
Mhm.
Before he said he gets home and the RCMP were there. Then in one he says he gets home and he's looking, he goes and searches more until the RCMP get there. And then in the other one he says he gets home and waits for the RCMP to get there. It's just crazy.
Well, in this, again, I don't know if it was to this day or the day before, he says, he said, people say that I search for hours. If you go back to the documents, you won't say that, you know, I search for hours. I don't know where people are getting that kind of stuff. And I went back to it. I showed you guys here. I searched for hours.
Ugh. Yeah.
I searched for hours. And then there was another one where he was speaking about the blanket. He's like, yeah, creators are putting out that I said that I didn't deny the pink blanket and all that. And he's like, that's what I'm doing here. He's like, so, you know,
He
so
did deny it because he said that he wasn't sure if Malaya planted it.
I pulled it up where on it was either Sunday or Monday, he denied the blanket to the news, and the news acknowledged that he
on the decibel,
denied the blanket. And then on the 13th or the 14th, he did another interview, and that's when he first acknowledged the blanket.
Mm-hmm.
And
Hi, Joyce. Mm-hmm.
all of that.
Hi,
It's
Deborah. Mm-hmm.
so bad.
I agree.
That's
And I was going to say something I cannot remember. My brain is getting like that.
Mine too.
Oh, it's
I would love someone to ask Daniel what happened to his wet clothes from running in waist-deep water. I would like to know how he did all of that in about 10 minutes.
Yeah.
That's what I would like to know.
I would like
Here he says that he checked in the culverts from running around, like
every culvert.
culverts and stuff. Well, those culverts didn't have fucking waist-deep water, I can tell you that. They certainly didn't have waist-deep water.
Yeah.
Because all the kids' clothes were here, right? Until I packed them up and sent them with investigators because Malaya.
How did you
Packed
pack
them up.
up when
They're
they
in
were already
bags.
packed?
Yeah.
Again, how do you pack them up when you guys washed them all on Wednesday?
Exactly.
Like, if I was him and I was lying, I would think, shit, what did I say before so I can make sure it fits? You know what I mean? He
doesn't care. I don't know.
He doesn't think about things that he said in the past. Daniel, like I've always described him as very reptilian. It is only what is in front of him right now.
Yep.
He doesn't think about the past and he doesn't think about the future. It is only now how he can manipulate people, the audience, or get them to maybe believe him. That's it.
Also, yeah, Val Ventura, I think so too. She was taken little by little out. But listen to this. I think that it was confusing from the very beginning because on dispatch, they even said, I have to go back and get a better explanation on what happened to the kids and what they were wearing and stuff like that. So from the very beginning, they were confused. Like everybody's been confused. And I think maybe that was the whole point, is to confuse the shit out of them. That way it would make it difficult to figure out what happened to Jack and Lily.
Yep.
I'm just speculating here. Hi, Belinda. Good to see you.
Wendy, thank you so much for the 10 jewels. Appreciate you, my dear. Thank you so much.
Yes.
Belinda. Good to see you, honey. Didn't Em say that she saw Lily once? And didn't she say she left because she became overwhelmed with the search and just wanted to leave with her mom? No mention of breaking up.
Overwhelmed. I remember saying she saw her once, though,
Yes. Well, actually,
in the
they interviewed
documents.
Malaya first, and Malaya was the absolute first one because everyone said, well, Daniel's the one that said she saw Lily. And I was like, no, look at this. We found out that Malaya was the one that actually said she saw Lily first that morning because Lily comes into the bedroom, very similar to what Daniel was saying. But I don't know. She became overwhelmed with the search and just wanted to leave with her mom. No mention of breaking up. That I don't remember that
Yeah, I
part.
don't know.
But the first part, yes, Belinda. I'm sure she probably did if you said it. But I don't know about the second part. But yeah.
There's so many stories. It's so hard to keep them all. There's just so many different stories. There is.
There should only be, and this is the thing.
Should be one.
That's exactly right. That's
Mhm.
exactly right. If you are over a year later and you're trying to clarify your story,
Mhm.
you're lying. It's just that simple.
Hello, Sunny. Yes, 8:20 she saw Lily.
Well, there she is sashaying on in. Hey, Sunny.
Yeah.
I was just
Sashay.
asking about you. I said,
Shantae.
where's Sunny been? I said, she done told us we're all fucking crazy. And left.
Yeah.
Good to see you, Sunny.
Ask for them. But I was going to go through all their clothes and see if I could match the exact description. And they told
He was going to go through all of Jack and Lily's clothes to see if he could match the description.
What? Remember the description changed all the time.
Well, yeah, I mean, we like if the kids go missing, they need a fucking description pretty quick.
Yeah. Like I know you're like usually parents are like scattering like, oh my God. But usually if they go missing in the morning, they're usually in their pajamas. Like this is what we put them to bed on or in.
Their laundry is either in the hamper on top of the hamper or in the floor.
Yeah.
Come on.
Yeah, exactly.
It's not rocket science here, folks. I mean, these are basic, the basic, just basic things that they should know.
Absolutely.
It's frustrating as shit.
told me, Daniel, we can't give you the CCTV footage from Dollarama because you're considered a witness.
Can you believe that? Because you're considered a witness. Okay. You dumb. A witness to what? What are you a witness to, Daniel? You say you don't know anything. What is he a witness to? Seriously, what are you a witness to, Daniel? You were asleep, you said.
Mm-hmm.
And nothing happened at the Dollarama. And that's exactly right.
Yeah, and I was gonna,
Yeah, witness my ass. How about that?
Yeah.
Daniel needed the clothes so they could get rid of them. Well, I think RCMP wanted to know about that fire, that stove, for a reason.
Mm-hmm. I still think they found something in there.
Probably.
Because Janie did say the dog did stop and sniff, and then the RCMP would go over there and check the area.
Mm-hmm.
I wish that the dogs would have been brought in on day one.
I hope that they get everything that they deserve.
Which is bizarre to me because if children are missing, you would think, I don't know why my camera's off, but if kids are missing, you would think what they were last seen wearing, because Malaya said they didn't change their clothes overnight. They went to bed because laundry, blah, 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 whatever.
Yeah.
Exactly.
So it's safe to assume that they had on the same clothes that they were wearing in that video. You would think that they would, at least be able to tell us exactly what they were wearing at this point.
No, I agree. I disagree with Shar here. You would think the parents would know what the kids were wearing for at least the last 2 days, seeing them in it. And I'm sure it probably didn't go in the hamper. It probably was just on the floor somewhere, the clothes, and they should have known.
Shit. My grown daughter came over the other day and I still remember what the hell she was wearing.
Absolutely.
And she's not like.
Well, this is I mean, and even like when you have kids and you have little kids, you dress them.
You dress them, yes.
You wash their clothes. You say, here you go. Let's get you on. Let's get you on.
And if they change somehow, like Lily's sick, so she could have, changed or something by herself. Usually the clothes are on the floor.
Yeah. But in this case, they say
The
all
clothes
the
were
clothes
on a
was in the
bag.
bag.
Yeah.
Except now Daniel says
good night,
it's not.
Captain. Yeah, exactly.
Love you, Captain.
Have a good night. Thank you for being here.
It's bizarre. Anyways,
Exactly.
last question that I have, and then I think Melissa's got a couple started, but do you feel comfortable talking about what happened to your hand? A lot of people have heard about it, and
I never heard about this.
I mean, I don't see why it's a big secret.
Yeah, you do. You remember there was a picture of his hand. It looked all mangled up. And it he
Not
says he
really.
got it hurt at work or something like that. And
I don't remember, guys. Like, I remember his face being scratched or something, maybe, but I don't remember a hand.
This was after Jack and Lilly went missing.
Oh, after? Oh, yeah. See, I don't.
This was, I think, around the time the hot water tank area.
Hot water tank area.
Remember, there was a picture of Daniel. It looked like his hand. I think it was his hand was.
Oh, yes, with the lighters and stuff or whatever.
Yeah, but it was like, but there was a picture of his. I'm pretty sure there was a picture of his hand, and it looked. I can't remember.
But do you mind?
Yeah, I will. I will talk about my hand. Fewer discretion is advised, I guess.
Was it recent?
But at where I work inside of a sawmill. There's giant ventilation fans. I think you know where I'm going with this. Giant ventilation fans. And it looks like it was starting to pull from the wall, right? The screws and were starting to get loose. And so I pushed on the outer guard around the fan. And there's a large steel guard or frame that goes around the fan. And when I pushed on it, I don't know if the metal was like had condensation on it or the metal was, glossy and smooth. But when I pushed on that, because it looked like it was loose and going to fall out of the wall, when I pushed on that ventilation fan, the tips of my finger and fan blades, and it sliced my finger so bad, my middle finger and my index finger, and also my ring finger on my left hand. So I had to be rushed to the hospital, and because there was so many severe lacerations to my upper middle finger, and so I had to go into surgery right away for that. And just in the end of my middle finger, there was 10 stitches. And this is going to sound gruesome to say, but when they froze my hand, they had to put the stitches up through my nails. So that's how it happened. And then 6 days later, I had to go for plastic surgery on my finger.
Just a real side note on that, just because of what my career was. Do you guys have lockout tagout at your work? And were you?
Yeah, there's no
as a
lockout or
result of
tagout
this?
on that ventilation fan.
Is it something that needs to run all the time? There still has
Yeah.
to be safety protocols followed, Daniel. Just saying. I'm going to hand it over to Melissa.
Well, I
for a
wasn't
minute.
expecting for my
coming out
fingers
here, I'm
to
gonna show you.
slip along the large metal guard and tap the end of the aluminum fan blades. But I do understand. I do understand that.
Totally. Yeah. Like I said, and Brandy, it wasn't meant to be shady, but you have to admit when you make 8 very negative comments.
Not starred for you. Think I did start. You still have visits with baby M.
Yes, I do.
Okay.
They never stopped.
Okay. So
He still sees baby M.
I would also like to ask here, it says from
There's a couple
Polly
more
G, if
questions and we're
Malaya
moving
Brooks
to
Murray is such a
Scotia.
good mom, why is her baby still in foster care a year later? I think that's pretty
Listen to what he says right
self-evident.
here, Dad.
There's 2 children missing.
That's not the reason.
Because he's dumb.
It's not. Okay, what is it?
I don't want to make this live
Listen to this. Listen.
turn the wrong way into an attack on Malaya. We'll just say that. I don't want to do that.
That's passive.
I don't want to.
You mentioned Malay. Listen.
I don't want to do that.
Fair enough. We'll just leave it at
Dumb for saying that.
Let's just say
because it's not safe.
the CPS knows the truth
Listen to what he says.
on
It's going to drive me nuts right here.
not and nothing to do with the disappearance, but how Lily and Jack were treated by Malaya. I will leave it at that.
And why can't he see his kids in?
When Janie.
Yeah.
He says it has nothing to do with Jack and the disappearance of Jack and Lily, but he says how Malaya treated Jack and Lily. And this is coming from someone where we have his text where his kids that visited every other weekend said that Daniel was mean to Jack and Lily.
Mm-hmm.
Daniel. Again, I don't think Malaya is Mrs. Innocent, a wilting, shrinking violet here, but he turns it around. Everything.
Mm-hmm.
And I think
fair enough.
Him speaking about Malaya, again, doesn't have to be out the case directly, indirectly. You're screwed right here, Daniel.
We won't touch on anything more than that.
At least Daniel took a stand. This is from Bonnie Garrett. She said, at least Daniel took a stand and spoke. He did. Great. And I'm happy
Daniel took a stand and tried to cover his ass. It wasn't about Jack and Lily. It was about trying to cover his ass.
spoke out as he has taken the brunt of it all. No, he didn't appear drunk yesterday, as sober as can be. So little mama asked, can you ask him why he said before that he found the Barbie shirt, but now they have it as that's what she went missing with. And I do remember you saying at one time that you found that shirt. Can you clarify on that any?
Yeah, there's a Barbie sweater and a Barbie t-shirt.
So 2 different.
So I found the Barbie t-shirt in the stuff here. That's what I'm referring to. Not the actual shirt. Not the
actual shirt. Now, remember Wade talking about, which I'm sure Lily had a lot of Barbie things, but she said it like a Barbie
sweater.
Listen to this.
So I found the Barbie t-shirt in the stuff here. That's what I'm referring to. Not the actual shirt. Not the sweater or the hoodie. It's the t-shirt that I found that Lily was supposedly wearing at the time of the disappearance. I found the Barbie t-shirt here.
Fair enough.
He found the Barbie t-shirt there.
Weird.
Thought y'all took all the clothes. And why are you just now saying this? And I don't believe you.
That's all the questions I had. I know there were a lot that were starred. Like I said, again, Jack and Lily for a minute.
There is, again, for me to days.
I'm pretty sure.
I'll do that. It's for me. Yeah, I know.
What Melissa,
okay, that was it for that. Okay, I want to show you just one thing that just came out about the news as well about Daniel's court hearing.
Just now?
I think someone sent me something.
Chair. Thank you, Joyous.
pull this up.
It always smells like food in here.
We have some breaking news. We have some images of Daniel today. 1 second. Alrighty, we've got breaking news. This is actual footage of Daniel showing up today at court. Yes, he was riding his forked tongue all the way to the courthouse today with his lizard lips. Don't tell me he didn't, Sherry. These are actual images of Daniel showing up at the courthouse today. I'll beg your pardon, ma'am. Look, it says Court Street right there. It's forked tongue. So
what's the dirt behind him? Look at behind him. What is that? It looks like a little dirt tornado.
He shed. No, there is someone did send me some video. Let me see. This is I don't know what this is.
Welcome back. As you saw earlier in the newscast, it was a tough weekend in Pictou where people gathered in on your mark. Welcome back. As you saw earlier in the newscast, it was a tough weekend in Pictou where people gathered in support of Jack and Lilly Sullivan, who have now been missing over a year. And in that time, police have been investigating their disappearance, of course. We're joined by CTV News public safety analyst and former commissioner of the Ontario Provincial Police, Chris Lewis, in Midland, Ontario. And it's good to see you.
Good to see you, Todd.
Let me ask you this, Chris. Based on your experience and expertise, does an investigation change after a one-year calendar mark?
It can change at any point, up to a year and any time after, depending on what tips the police have to investigate, what leads they might have, how much they're working on a particular suspect, if they have one. And so all of that is very fluid, and it does change over time. And then once in a while, they get to the point where they just don't have another tip to even follow up.
Yeah. We have missing persons cases across this country every day. We see them come in, notices from various police forces. This is different. How rare is this type of case, again, over your many years in policing?
It's sadly not rare to see a kid go missing. 2 kids from one family is different. That changes everything. It's horrendously tragic no matter what. When adults go missing and they aren't found, people always wonder what happened to them. When it's children, it changes things in terms of the anxiety felt by the public, the hurt among family members and friends. But it does happen, just thankfully not very often.
Yeah. You mentioned anxiety in the community. There certainly is that. Folks in Pictou want more information from police. Why don't investigators share more of what they have?
Well, you know what? They share what they need to share to help the public maybe jog their memories, bring some more tips forward. But they're not going to tell the public that they're investigating, person A or person B.
See? You hear that, McDaniel? Justin, what you said, rare to, yeah, it just doesn't happen. It just does not happen. And it's not criminal until they say it's criminal. It's just not. It's frustrating when we, That's exactly right, Sonny.
Absolutely.
Nobody's wandering around here. Exactly.
Yeah.
And that's something they're working on. This investigation. They have to keep that close to their chest. If they had something to say that the public would benefit from, they would. But to call a press conference, gather a lot of people, family members alerted, and then say nothing but "we have nothing more to tell you today" is just not. It's a waste of everybody's time and totally inappropriate.
Is there a line, though, Chris, where they might be able to share more before they get into any kind of jeopardy about putting their investigation at risk? Is there a line there?
Absolutely. And I always drummed this into our public information officers that we have to tell everything we can. And if there's things we can't tell, then we have to explain why we can't if somebody asks us about it. But if we want the public to help us, we need to tell them what we can, bearing in mind, in the case of maybe jeopardizing a trial, integrity, there's some things you just can't say.
So we've heard from the community members, a lot of them, again, feeling frustrated that perhaps they're not getting all that the police might be able to offer. And then we heard from RCMP on Friday saying they're frustrated by the amount of misinformation, speculation that's being thrown around out there. And they're looking for more solid information because the point was made, we're trying to follow every lead we get, and a lot of them just aren't very viable.
Well, if people have viable information, they truly believe they saw or heard something that can be of value, then by all means, please call the police. Call the RCMP, call your local police, pass it on, call Crime Stoppers if you're worried about your identity. But if you want to help the police, then do so. Putting kind of silly things online, like I think it was my great uncle who lives in Timmins, means nothing because you're a nameless, faceless person. So how do they follow that up? But then they start thinking, do we have anybody that's a suspect from Timmins? Or do we have anybody that drives a brown station wagon? Because we saw something online about that. That takes their time away from things they could be doing that are much more substantial.
Okay, let me ask you a little more about that, about policing in this age of social media, where often the mainstream media is, we've heard allegations that, we're aiding the police by not revealing enough when we're only reporting what we can get. But there is that kind of conjecture out there. Talk about the role of social media and how that may be changing investigations like this.
Well, social media has changed the world, obviously, for the good, in some cases for the bad. Things unrelated to what we're talking about, whether it be child exploitation and other things, the ability to send that out and ruin people's lives and on, frauds, etc. But when it comes to helping the police and giving tips, if the police can use social media and put valid information out that may jog memories, and people come forward that could actually be interviewed by a good interviewer as opposed to something silly online, that's valuable stuff. But when the public just starts lambasting the police, throwing silly rumors out there, causing the police have to react to things that have no basis or foundation, that's not helpful to anybody. It just causes
first-hand information.
There's a lot of anxiety among officers who are trying their best to find out what happened.
A senior officer did concede there's only a slim chance the siblings are still alive. Is it possible police could make an arrest without knowing the whereabouts of the kids?
Absolutely. If the police aren't saying it's a criminal investigation at this point, but it's here.
Could they make an arrest without?
RCMP major crime section that's investigating it. So that tells you something. Obviously, they're just missing. They don't have enough information to say it was a crime. But when they do, and I still think they will someday, they're going to focus on somebody and they're going to make an arrest. Whether the children are found or not, that may lead them to where the children are. But, I do agree with the RCMP senior officer that said they're likely not alive, but they may still be. And we've seen cases like that, you and I, in our careers, where some little girl went missing in the States and was found 30 years later. So we still have to have hope. In the meantime, we need to find out who may have contributed to this in some way.
And the police don't think at this point that it was an abduction. So could we extrapolate from that perhaps the RCMP will launch another big, search as we get into the spring and in the warmer months?
They may well, and that may be, related to something, the information they've received to make them go to a certain area. Someone may find something out there while hiking or hunting or whatever, and say, wow, this looks like a kid's shoe. Well, then, of course, the RCMP are going to respond to that and start searching that area. So I wouldn't be surprised if we see more searches at some point.
Yeah, okay. Chris Lewis, our public safety analyst, we certainly appreciate your insight on this. Thanks, Chris.
Anytime, thank you.
Okay. One more thing before we go.
Okay.
Daphne's going to shoot me if I
It's past my bedtime.
It's past her bedtime. Okay. Thank you, Daphne. I appreciate you. Okay.
Thank you for having me on.
Thank you for being here. I wish you would do more live streams. Daphne, she does the videos.
I know. I love my videos.
You do a great job on it.
Thank you.
You're welcome. He's the Martell attended court. Okay, the Crown Attorney Bill Gorman told the court that he received additional evidence in relation to the SA charges that needed to be vetted before it can be disclosed to the defense. Gorman asked that they put the trial off till July 7th in the election plea, blah, blah, blah. And he said he had a time to speak to Martell, and they agreed on the adjournment and all that stuff. Okay. And he says that he would expect, I would expect us to plead at that point on July 7th. Okay. In an update, April 30th, RCMP said the investigation into the disappearance of 6-year-old Lily and 4-year-old Jack involved sustained and wide-ranging efforts, end quote, over the past year. Quote, substantial RCMP and partner agencies resources continue to dedicate to this file, and they'll remain in place until the circumstances surrounding Jack and Lily's disappearance are determined with certainty, end quote. Staff Sergeant Rob McGannon said, Nova Scotia RCMP, acting officer in charge of major crimes and behavioral sciences. Although multiple investigation avenues remain ongoing, with all possible scenarios under investigation, McGannon said he believes that the chances that the 2 children are still alive that are, quote, very slim. So yeah. Daniel needs to plead on July 7th.
He'll plead not guilty.
And if I was him, I would make a deal to go easier on me. He's going to have to pay the piper. He's just going to have to pay the piper, because I think they got more than what they need. Magdalene. Thank you so much.
I'm curious if
thank you so much.
If there's more people.
Could be. You never know who could come out. You never know. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
And it's going to be interesting. It's going to be interesting.
Definitely will be a show.
What's up? But it's only 7:41 here.
Yeah, Robin, you're lucky. It's almost 11 here, yeah.
Almost 11 here, yeah.
It's crazy. I hate the East Coast time.
Well, think of Nova Scotia.
Yeah, I know. They're
it's
almost 12.
there.
Yeah, I know. Yeah.
I like the East Coast time.
Good night, Leslie. Yeah, good night, Mama. Yeah, I don't like it. I like the West Coast time. But I don't like the West Coast.
It was 8 hours. I think it was 6 or 8 hours difference.
Oh, so that much?
Yeah.
Dang.
So it's like sun's coming up there and everyone, you're in the mid-afternoon and it's like everyone's in bed.
Wow.
Well, that's guys, crazy. This has been very interesting. I want to thank Miss Daphne. Guys, sub up to Miss Daphne. Mods, please drop Daphne's channel again if you don't mind. And thank you to Char's True Crime Podcast for Daniel being comfortable enough to come up there, even though I think he's dumb as hell to do it. But I hope he continues talking. I hope he just continues to talk and talk and talk till we just can't talk anymore.
Yeah, talk till your lizard tongue falls out.
Talk till your lizard tongue falls out, Daniel. Yeah.
Justin, thank you so much for having me on tonight. Chat, thank you for being here, and it was a great time. Interesting. That's a good interview. I enjoyed it.
Yeah.
And I got to listen more too, because I got bits and pieces of it, because I think I was mowing the grass in the first one. I don't think I heard the second one. I don't know.
he just keeps
Thank you.
continuing. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah.
So
Good night. Thank you.
thank you, Miss Daff. I appreciate you.
Yeah. Thank you so much, Justin. Thank you, chat. Everyone have a wonderful night and sleep well.
Good night, honey.
Good night. Thank you.
You're welcome. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Okay, guys, let me thank Miss Magdalena for her 20 jewels. Thank you, Miss Magdalena. Appreciate you. Thank you so much, my dear. And Leslie, always keeping it real, sent 20 hot jewels. Thank you so much, Leslie, for keeping it real. And Wendy, thank you for sending 10 jewels. Appreciate you, my friend. Thank you so much for your support, my love. And I think that's it. I'm pretty sure that's it. All right, guys. Well, yes, Belinda, keep your head up, my dear. Keep your head up. I know it's easier said than done. It's frustrating. I know, but I really think in time we're going to be there. And I think, in my opinion, I think even though it's unrelated, I think they're intertwined. A lot of times, one investigation, there comes out another investigation. You never know. KN, the DD show, Daniel said he shushed Lily and she came to the door. Now he says he actually spoke to her. No, he said he spoke to her, I think, in DT's show. Cool J. I'm pretty sure he did. Well, he said he saw Lily, and then he ended up saying something about daddy or something like that. He's some bullshit. He just is constantly lying. Yes, guys, thank you again, Miss Joyce. Thank you for dropping Miss Daphne's link. Please subscribe to Daphne's case files, rather. Yeah, it is. It's coming. It's coming. Just keep the faith. Keep the faith. We want, and it's so frustrating. We want them to be like, name the fucking suspects. Just get it out. Get it out. Just say the fucking name. But they just will not do it until the prosecutor's ready, until they're ready to, because that's when the clock starts. But it's coming. It's coming. And I think, in my opinion, Daniel and Malaya knows it's coming. I think that they know it's coming. And I think that's why, in my opinion, Daniel's spoke out the last little bit. I think that's why Malaya is now searching a year later. So, yeah. They need to follow procedure to secure the conviction. I know. That's right. That's right. It's really only one shot at this. One shot at this. Especially if they're doing it without Jack and Lily found. But hopefully once they charge the individual or individuals, they will tell where Jack and Lily is. Hopefully. And like I said, Daniel has the right to plead however he wants to plead with this. But if I was him, I would make a deal. I would say, okay, because it's going to be better on him in the long run if he makes a deal. I like these white heart pearls. Thank you, Sasha. Thank you, my dear. Yeah. All right, guys. I think Ron McCannon was embarrassed that he didn't have an update to give. I don't think so. I don't think so. I think Rob's working very hard. I really do. I think the RCMP is working very hard. I think I think their hearts are absolutely in it. Again, I think that they made some errors in the beginning. I certainly do. But I support the RCMP. I do. And yeah. Hey, man. Love you, darling. All right, guys. Good night, everyone. God bless you all. Take good care of yourselves. You only get so many trips around the sun. Hug your loved ones. Good night, everyone. God bless.